Hey, what's going on, Klein and Ally?
Are you ready?
We're going back to the frickin' moon, that's why.
Hello, Klein and Ally, you little bitch.
Klein and Ally, it's just okay.
Just don't let things bother you too much.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, Sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Ally show.
Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
It's Klein Ally Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your Wednesday. It's KROQ, Klein Ally Show. If you want to interact with the show, we like to be an interactive show. Place for you to join us, either by listening or by joining or by watching, as we're streaming live on YouTube right now. Good morning, Net Bangers. Hello to you and yours at 800-520-1067. You can join the show lots of ways. Text, call, use that GOAT line. That number is 844-956-GOAT.
Hi, Ally. I'm calling with the Odo-Accomplishments.
No.
I'm currently looking down at my dashboard, and I have 167,000 miles.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like it.
No one cares. And
Look,
even,
anytime you reach 1,000 milestone, you know, it's even numbers, even zeros. I think that's even exciting.
I don't even think you can start calling with the Odo-Accomplishments until you're, it's six figures. I think that's when things start to get really impressive.
Oh, I disagree. I think the beginning, if you have the luxury of having a new car, when you reach your first 100, then you can reach actually 1067. That's never going to happen again, Klein. You got to take a picture.
No, you're right. It's never going to happen again.
500, 1,000, your first 1,000 miles. It's beautiful.
We will waste no more time talking about this today because we have more important things to get to. Jake was back at the pawn shop trying to unload some of Allie's Beanie Babies.
I told him, please do not sell anything without my consent.
And I haven't heard all of the audio yet, but I did hear Jake was saying at one point there was a active negotiation where you had to get on the phone and join Jake from the pawn shop.
Yeah, me and whoever.
Was it Mama?
No, it was Mama's muscle.
Koala?
Yes.
Yeah, koala. You had to argue with koala.
Or was it?
No, I think it was Koala.
Okay.
What about
Koala is the son, right?
Who's the fourth person? Isn't there another person? Isn't there another character at the pawn shop, Jake? There's Koala.
There's been like another worker, but it's like a normal dude.
Normal dude at the pawn shop?
The other ones aren't normal?
I don't think so.
Like normal-ish.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone normal at that place. I was going through some of this earlier, but I haven't heard where it gets to the negotiation. But I know that Jake finally brought something of value because it wasn't his own stuff. Usually Jake goes with his own stuff to the pawn shop, and he goes, "Are you guys interested in buying this octopus?" And they're like, "Please leave." And in this particular case, we know Allie's Beanie Babies that she acquired from her dead, who was this?
Grandmother.
Dead grandmother.
She collected Beanie Babies in the 90s.
We know there's a value to these things. Some of them claim, at least as we looked them up on eBay, were like going for $7,500.
Yeah, I know. And the last thing I think that Jake was able to sell was something that you brought to the table.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the Office Edition Pez dispensers?
Yeah, the presidential Pez dispensers.
Oh, the presidential
So
ones,
the only
yeah.
things Jake has been able to successfully sell at the pawn shop are not his things. He's 0 for 50 with his things, and he's like 2 for 2 with our things.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
And I would have kicked him a little bit if he had made a good deal.
So we'll get into Jake's return to the pawn shop a little bit later this morning. Figure out how much profit is out there. And the battle is still continuing as to who is the most awkward on the show, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today it's going to be the most and least liked. Who do we like the most and who do we like the least? And there's all sorts of theories about that, which we'll get into a little bit later. People still arguing over who is the most awkward.
So, Klein is the most awkward. So, twice already. Remember when he had that umpire for the Savannah Bananas and he made some weird, awkward sort of abortion joke? And then the umpire was kind of ignored it. On today's show, when he was talking to the nanny, he had to go and do that stupid joke about taking off your towel. And then again, the caller, the nanny, was all like, no, damn it, Klein.
Yeah, have I made some of the guests uncomfortable during my questions? Sure. Have I done that on purpose? No.
No, my questions are long and yours are offensive. It's how we roll.
We're not good at this job. So here we are, just slogging through. And thanks for going on the slog with us. We'll make it all worth your while today by bribing you with all sorts of good stuff coming up after No Doubt.
KROQ. Klein Ally Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
KROQ, your Klein and Ally show. Yesterday, there was quite a bit of childhood profanity on the airwaves of KROQ. A lot of that had to do with the fact that kids were going back to school because the strike at the LAUSD was averted in the 11th hour. It always comes down to the 11th hour. As a result, there was a lot of audio from my kids yesterday, which was not great for me and not great for my personal life, but you seem to enjoy it.
Klein, Ally, I just got one thing. I am so happy to hear the Bruiser. The Bruiser is back, man. Oh, the Bruiser. The F-bombing Bruiser. F-bomb Bruiser. Oh, your daughter. You got like one more year until she just refuses to go to school. So enjoy it. She's going to be like, F that. I'm not effing going to effing school. Oh, good stuff. Quality parenting, Klein.
Thank
quality.
Bitch, idiot.
Thank you, Bruiser. Appreciate that.
Were you scared to go home yesterday?
I was intimidated.
Waiting for you with brass knuckles?
I was not excited about it. I was even less excited when
again, huh?
When I found out that the principal of her school was tipped off to exactly what happened on the airwaves.
Was that Mr. Martinez?
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out, Mr. Martinez!
And so, as a result...
But Mr. Martinez listens, right? So Mr. Martinez must be a fan of the show.
I don't know if it's a fan of the show. I think he's a fan of KROQ music more than the show.
I think he's just monitoring the situation here before he calls CPS.
That's quite possible. That's it's very possible.
On her.
Yeah. Yes, protect me.
Got to protect Klein.
Put me in a foster home. I need to go to a foster home.
Klein, you don't want to go into the system.
Yeah. I mean,
it's going to ruin you. You can't handle it.
A lot of people have thoughts about my children, and some of those people are professionals.
Hey, there has to be someone who works for Netflix or Hulu or some type of streaming or TV network that can get Klein's kids on a reality show. I think this would be the greatest reality show ever. I would watch it. I'd be the biggest fan. Whenever your daughters are on, it's the funniest thing. Their F-bombs, the smoker's voice, everything about them is hilarious. We need to get them on TV. So let's get that done.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Klein, you know what we should do? You know that series on Netflix that's like worst roommate ever, worst ex ever?
Yeah.
They have a series, worst kid ever.
You bitch.
Yeah, and then there's all parents that are like afraid of their children and stuff like that. She would be perfect for that.
I want that show. Wasn't there some dumb reality show where they brought in like a Mary Poppins that came and lived there and tried to like crack the house into shape?
I think it was called The Nanny, yeah.
Yeah, The Nanny. Well, we won't get that bore from yesterday on, but maybe we could find another one that comes in. I think it was like some British woman that would show up, and she would try to like whip everyone into line.
Yeah, and they were like out of control, crazy kids. She was like the season one.
You shut up, you!
Don't talk to me that way.
That's how it sounds.
I'm Mary Poppins, damn it!
Fly an umbrella right the hell out of there. I don't blame you. We got Ally Knows the News in a moment if you'd like her money. It's a good way to start winning from us this morning. And recently, if you've been paying attention at all, Ally's been wrapping up a lot of these rounds in boring ties. And ties suck, except lately we've been giving a lot of the money to the listeners anyway because it's Ally's money and she doesn't care. And she loves paying the people. She's so generous with her cash. This is the first really good suggestion we've received on the GOAT line for what we should do in the off chance this game ends in a tie again.
Hey, y'all. I think I figured out a solution for the tiebreakers with Ally Knows the News. How about, since nobody won, let's spice it up. Every single time there's a tie, $50 gets put aside in a jar. And at the end of the year, there is one game where someone plays against Ally, and whoever wins that gets the pot.
What about that for a second? Every time there's a tie, boring tie, you throw another $50 off to the side. And
Why would I agree to this? It's just me losing more money.
No, because at the end, if you win that big tiebreaker jackpot
I win
game,
my own money, Mac? Oh, great.
Yeah, you invest it wisely. Let it accrue interest. What's the word? Accrue interest. I don't know how money works.
It does seem like a French word, even though it's...
I don't know how to make money, clearly. If you want Ally's, call now. 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news is next.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 12. Get lost in Shibuya Crossing. Have too much sake and wake up somewhere in Mount Fuji. And eat the best sushi of your entire life. When you ride the bullet train to see the Strokes in Japan. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 and score tickets to see the Strokes at Just Like Heaven. August 22nd at the Rose Bowl with LCD Sound System, Dayglow, Chromeo, Feist, Matt and Kim, and more. instantly get on the standby boarding list to see him again at Summer Sonic Festival in Japan. Courtesy of Golden Voice and RCA.
Hi, my name is Julian. We're 2/5 of the Strokes.
You're listening to KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
Thousands of dollars every morning around this time to people just like you. Allie is forced to pay the money. It's her money, at least for now, but it will be your money. And she hates partying with it because she is the official El Cheapo of the show. Doesn't like spending money on herself. Doesn't like spending money on parking. Doesn't like spending money on anything.
Really anything. Myself, my wife, my child, my lifestyle, nothing. But I do want it to sit in a savings account and accrue, as you mentioned.
And it can't do that if you take it from her, so now's a great chance to take her money, and all you have to do is answer more questions about the news than she gets right, and she will be delivering the news later this hour and all morning long with the A.D.D news. But if you know more about things happening in the world than she does, then you get her money. And the
people have stepped it up.
They really have. I mean, I know for a while it felt like every single contestant was in a coma or coming out of a coma or slipping into a coma.
Which worked well for me.
And it was great for Allie. And boy, you guys really hated it. You'd say, well, where did you find these dummies? And people thought we were out there purposely searching for the dumbest people we could find to battle Allie just so she wouldn't have to lose her money. And that is not the case.
No, those people were just the ones who were calling and getting through. And now it seems that there's a bunch that actually are following the news, because most of the people the last 2 weeks have gotten 3 or more right.
So
way to jinx it.
Allie will leave. She's trying to reverse motion so she doesn't lose anymore.
I'll probably lose again today.
She's leaving the KROQ studios now. But first, let's say hi to David, listening in Los Angeles, California. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
A lot of pressure, man.
You are up for the challenge once again.
Yeah, I'm up for the challenge.
Allie will leave. No cheating. $100 could be yours. And your round of Allie Knows the News officially begins right.
Allie Knows the News.
This band has just announced plans for a fully hologram avatar show that will start in Vegas in the year 2028, and then people can see them probably for the next 5,000 years because they'll be performed by holograms/avatars of the original band. Which band is it?
Oasis?
Oasis, going full avatar mode. We go to question number 2. PBR, also known as Pabst Blue Ribbon, has officially announced a new flavor of beer that will be launching to collab with another company. But what is the flavor of the new PBR coming soon?
Chili lime?
Chili lime. We go to question number 3. Let's go with this one. Hikers discovered what on a trail while hiking around Big Sur? What was the big discovery that just happened on a hiking trail near Big Sur?
Remains of a body.
Remains. Human remains. Question number 4. This hot sauce has just been acquired by a Texas investment firm, as apparently hot sauce demand is soaring right now. Which hot sauce brand has been acquired?
Tabasco.
Tabasco. And finally, question number 5. Today is a pretty significant day. You're supposed to do something today, or you could end up in jail. What is it you're supposed to do today? What is today?
Ash Wednesday?
Ash Wednesday. All right. What a terrible guest to end on. We will go ahead and write that down, and we'll bring Allie in, and we'll score it together. Allie is entering the KROQ studios now, and she's got a mouthful of something. And here she is, re-entering, ready to battle you for her own money. Let's see how you would have done. People on the text line saying this is the first day they got all 5 right, so let's see. You don't even know if you got it right until I give you the answers. Question number 1. Allie.
Yes, hi.
This band is planning a all avatar/hologram show that will be launching in Las Vegas in the year 2028. And then that's going to be the beginning, I believe, of what will be a long stretch of all of our favorite bands that are no longer together doing all things in hologram form.
Yes.
Which band is it that's kicking things off?
I saw this, and I can't remember which band it was. It's a classic rock band. Is it Kiss?
Ah, they love a good money grab, don't they?
Is that right? I can't remember.
He said Oasis. One of you is right, one of you is wrong. Coming to Vegas 2028 in an all-hologram show is Kiss.
Ah, I was right.
Allie gets the point. We go to question number 2. She's up 1-0. Pabst Blue Ribbon, also known as PBR, has got a new flavor of beer that will be launching as part of a collaboration. Which is the flavor of beer coming soon?
Good?
Good. They're going to try good for a
Finally,
change.
they're going to switch it up.
Is that your actual guess?
Let's go with hot honey.
Hot honey is a very trendy flavor. It's not a bad guess. Not right, though. He said some sort of a chili flavor beer. Also decent guess. But if you recall, the world is obsessed with all things pickle. And PBR is going to be doing a pickle beer. No one gets the point. We move on to question 3. Allie's still up by 1 as we go to question 3. Hikers discovered what while hiking a trail near Big Sur? What was discovered on a trail near Big Sur?
So jealous if it was a body.
He said human remains. Allie said body. The correct answer is a female body. That is right.
Go
Hikers always finding bodies. And we go to question 4. He's finally on the board. Allie up by 1 still with 2 questions left.
Which
Here we
they
go.
were definitely going off the trail. They found a body.
Or the body moved, perhaps. Was
I mean,
moved.
Big Sur is highly populated. How do you just see in a body?
Question 4. This hot sauce brand has been acquired by a Texas investment firm as the demand for hot sauce is soaring right now.
I think it's Tapatio.
Okay, he said Tabasco, but the correct answer is Tapatio is the answer. Allie now is running away with it, David, as we go to this final question. Today is what day? A day that if you don't do something, you could end up in jail.
It's tax day.
He said Ash Wednesday. Sadly, he's wrong. Allie is right. There's your gentle reminder that your taxes are due, I think, by midnight tonight. So might as well get up working on those, or at least get one of those sweet extensions. Allie, final score. Smoked your ass, David. And what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
Allie knows the news.
You know, everyone says that we officially mushed it. And we found our first comatose player in a long time after saying that whole speech right there.
Yes.
I think David seemed nice enough for a guy in a coma. It's KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. If you want to go to Japan and see the Strokes, I don't blame you. It sounds like an amazing trip, and we will make that happen. In fact, we are halfway through the week, which means we're pretty much halfway through the standby boarding list. If your name's not on it yet, shame on you. Give you a chance coming up in about an hour and a half, and then throughout the day, and then give that trip away on Monday. So you'll be heading to Japan to see the Strokes, plus tickets to see them right here in August at the Just Like Heaven Festival. Yesterday after the show, Allie and I had to go to downtown L.A. for a meeting.
For our date, our weekly date.
And how many things during that meeting, Allie, do you wish you could take back?
Oh, well, first of all, I'm not good in those situations at all, especially when it's a conference room and there are people that are used to being in the corporate workforce.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not comfortable at all, especially when it's like a meeting to talk about yourselves and when there's PowerPoint presentations. I just get highly uncomfortable and I never know what to say. And I never know what to do with my hands. And this was a situation where, yes, you and I were together again outside of work.
Mm-hmm.
It was a work-related thing. But I think there's probably 3 or 4 different things that I could take back. I think they were setting us up for failure, though, and I have a theory as to why.
Setting us up. I felt fine. I don't think I did anything wrong even a little bit. And you
Was
say,
there a ramble climb?
Did she ramble?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yes. There was a lot of rambling.
Excuse me, that's why we were both there.
But the best part about
to ramble about ourselves.
The best part about the ramble, and we're sitting in a room, and this is some people from the quote sales team here at KROQ, and then a couple of potential clients that are going to start advertising on the show. And it was really supposed to just be go, wave, shake some hands, and say, hey, we promise if you trust us with whatever it is you're trying to promote, we won't screw it up. And that's it.
And
we walk
I
out.
think, Allie, those people who are super busy want you to be clear and succinct. I don't think they want to hear a bunch of rambling.
So not only does Allie ramble, but she decides to do something very interesting where she brings in a platter of food and sits.
Excuse me,
Allie?
they forced
Wait a
us
minute,
to eat.
what?
Oh, yes.
Okay, hold on a
Wait,
minute.
but this is like outside in the hallway or something?
I'm going to start.
I didn't bring in a platter of food.
I'm gonna start with before we even get to that. There was food that was put off to the side that was part of the meeting that we were going to. There was like a little trough of
okay,
food.
hold on. You have
Over
to back up.
on another table were leftover salads from a totally different meeting with a totally different group of people. I look up and I see Allie over at the other food table.
It was better food.
That's not food for the meeting that we are attending, and I kind of give her I try to give her the nonverbal.
Over
You're at the wrong table.
Right.
And she's like she's already got a mouthful of this other food, which was clearly for a different meeting and different people.
So, okay, the initial invite for this said, why don't you guys hang out for the first 15 minutes of this meeting, and then everyone is going to stay, have the big meeting, and have lunch. I was not expecting lunch to be a part of what was going on. When we arrived, there were 2 lunches. There was a really yummy lunch, and then there was a lunch that I was not really feeling. Looked good, but it wasn't going to be my thing. That happened to be the lunch that was for our meeting.
So you go back to the original plan. You don't eat lunch. You don't have to eat. No one forced you to eat.
I wasn't going to eat. And then they kept going, eat. Come
what
on,
were the
get
different
in line.
lunches?
There was like a big, heavy taco bar thing, and then there were like a bunch of different salads and stuff. And I had already eaten. Was the other part.
Got it.
There was really no business for me to eat. I was not planning on it because they didn't say we were eating, and they were like, we're actually going to start with lunch. And I was going, great.
And you didn't want to be rude.
I didn't want to be rude. They kept telling me to eat, so I just chose the lightest. And a lady told me, eat from either one.
Well,
she said, go over there if you want that
someone
salad.
said something to me. They said, tell Allie she's at the wrong table.
Another person, then someone sabotaged me. There was a plant woman there that sabotaged me.
Then we walk in and we sit down at this boardroom. And so really, if you've ever seen an office boardroom, this is an annoying setup. But we're there, and Allie decides to...
Well, everyone says, why don't we start this meeting while we're eating, which is another weird thing to do.
But Allie decides to take the world's biggest bite of food. And then
I didn't think they were going to throw to me.
And then she decides, after she fills her mouth with food, that this is where she's going to start her ramble. So she decides to talk about pretty much the history of our relationship in this radio show while she has so much food in her mouth. Looks like a squirrel.
I was hamstering it. You can't tell.
Both cheeks are full of food.
I was saving it.
And she's doing that thing where she's going, and I go, oh my God, she's never going to get through this story because
I was on their level. All right,
I'm
not putting on airs here. I'm eating a salad and talking.
So she answers this long question, which the answer went on very long, and she's got a mouthful of food the whole time. And I kind of am elbowing her to the table, going, just swallow already, just swallow.
Right. Just take after your mom for once.
And then pull the throat goat and swallow it.
No, it was what happened after that embarrassed me more.
Which part? Because there's 2 big ones coming. Which part was it? The part where you got stranded in the parking garage?
No, that was actually embarrassing, but not to the people that we were meeting with. That was just a separate embarrassing situation.
Was it just you 2, or was there anybody else involved?
Uncle Scott was there.
Uncle Scott was there.
Wait, no, what did he think? Was he ashamed?
He said everything was great, but he's a salesman.
He's a sales guy. They always say everything's great.
You guys were great. Yeah, finger guns.
So at one point, they said... They kind of said, all right, well, we're going to get into some business now. Klein and Ally,
what is that the cue for?
You guys are more than welcome to leave. Thank you for staying so far. Allie proceeds to jump out of her seat very quickly.
I didn't jump out of my seat. I was getting up because I was taking the cue, and then your dumbass stayed seated. And then everyone started talking more, and I was stuck there, being the only person standing in the room. And then everyone proceeded to talk for another 10 minutes, and I had to just casually stand and lean against the chair like,
everyone
that's
is
right.
sitting, having a conversation.
Like, I can't sit back down
Allie is standing behind her seat now in this uncomfortable, weird position.
God.
And I just am going.
It's like I was about to do someone's hair.
Standing behind me. Like,
so embarrassed. You're supposed to get up too. And by the way, you've done this in many situations where we're in a meeting and it's time to leave. We're all trying to leave. And I stand up to initiate the let's go.
Yeah.
And you just sit there.
Right, because I thought it would be funny.
And then I'm just standing.
You stood for the next 10 minutes. The meeting proceeded. Everyone's sitting at a chair, and Allie's standing behind the chair, which is very strange. And then we finally exit. And the best part is, Allie asked if she can use the bathroom before we leave. I didn't know these people we were meeting would listen to our show at all. But while Allie's in the bathroom, one of the women that we were meeting with goes, hey, I just need to ask you before she leaves, is it true that Allie doesn't wash her hands? And I said, yes, that's very true.
Oh, thanks so much.
And then the woman,
throwing me under the bus even more.
Allie walked out to shake the woman's hand and say, thanks for the meeting. And the woman tried to give her like an elbow bump, which was great.
No, she said, did you wash your hands? And
Yeah.
then I did the whole...
She asked?
Yeah,
and I showed her my hands as proof.
Like a blackjack dealer leaving a table.
It was like, there's water left over. They're clean-ish.
Then we get down to the parking garage, and I can already hear there's like I don't know what's happening behind me, but I can tell Allie's getting into some altercation with the person working at the parking garage.
I did get mad at him.
And I hear her getting elevated and doing that whole, well, that doesn't make sense.
No, okay.
What kind of policy is that? And I'm going, oh, my God.
They were trying to hit her up for like $1 or something.
I'm trying to leave, and I decide, should I? And then I hear.
Most places do Apple Pay. I didn't have a card on me. I had cash or I had Apple Pay. And the guy said, we take physical cards only. And I said, well, I don't have either one of those. So what do you want me to do? And then he said, it's card only, physical card. I was like, I have cash. I have Apple Pay. What are we going to do here? And then he was directing me to get out of line, which is such a drive of shame.
Right, the car's piling up behind Allie, and I hear this happening, and like the good person that I am, I get out of my car and I hand Allie my credit card, and I say, go ahead. And that was her big slow play, so she wouldn't have to pay for parking.
No, I tried to give you my cash and you wouldn't take it.
Nice El Cheapo move right there. But so in every part of this little meeting, this is why we don't get to leave this building very often. We are absolutely unable. We're unable to actually, handle people in the real world.
I don't know why we got invited to this meeting in the first place.
No,
we don't make anything better. But both times I tried to leave were bad.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
not good at leaving.
Yeah, but it's funny because people want you gone, but you're terrible at leaving.
I know.
And this is why when you guys...
I wanted to leave the meeting.
When you guys give me a hard time and you say Klein just disappears at the end of events, he doesn't say goodbye, he doesn't hang up the phone properly, I don't want any of that uncomfortableness that I witnessed from you, so I just try to disappear. I'm like, boof, gone.
Okay, well, then good for you. I wish that you would just take one for the team and help me when you see me doing the stand-up thing.
Why would I do that? It was so funny. You just stood up there.
And then we walk out. That's all we had to do.
You stood up there and crouched awkwardly next to the table for 10 minutes while everyone was looking at you going, what is going on with this woman?
I did different leans, too. I was like, I'll do one elbow lean. Now I'll do both elbows.
So we lost that client.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry, Scott.
We have open space now if you'd like to advertise on the show. Lots and lots of open space. Be right back after this quick break with your A.D. news. Then we have tickets to give you, all sorts of stuff, including Pizza City Fest. We'll get you into the private show with Bleachers and more after this.
KROQ. World famous KROQ. KROQ. Klein, Ally Show.
Oh, I hope it's not. KROQ Klein Alley Show. Let's get into your ADD news. Then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin, complete with a petty claims court. Going to meet a couple whose relationship hangs in the balance. Will they stay together, break up forever? You will help determine. You've got jury duty in your future next hour with the return of petty claims court, an issue so petty it could only be battled out over the airwaves of KROQ. But before we get to any of that, we got to Allie here with your news.
Bitch, idiot.
Hey, how dare you call Allie that? We're all thinking
Come at me, bro.
Don't say it, Bruiser. It's time for your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
You want to stand while you do the news to replicate yesterday's meeting? Awkwardly stand?
Yes, I will. Here.
That's just
all right.
Little something for the YouTube audience right there. You can watch Allie.
What's Allie wearing? Like a parachute as a jacket?
I think that is a...
Save me from every uncomfortable situation.
I think Allie was a Special Olympian or something like that.
Oh, okay.
She got that.
All right, so this is how I was.
Yeah, she stood like that. Off to the side of the table, just waiting there awkwardly while everyone else sat.
I just said, I'm going to stay seated.
You guys,
leave her hanging.
You guys give me a hard time in the elevator because I faced the wrong direction. You say it makes everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's true.
Same thing.
We both know how to make people uncomfortable.
You sure do.
So a lot of people are using AI, and they did another study that basically showed most of them have problems. They have inaccurate information. The most inaccurate was Grok, your favorite, Klein. The least inaccurate was Gemini, but it doesn't stop people from using it, and it doesn't stop big companies from collabing with it. And there are a couple new collabs to announce. One of them is with Ticketmaster. They've launched a ChatGPT app, and now you can do all of your ticket ordering and price gouging through ChatGPT, which is exciting. Ticketmaster has donated 500 million gallons of water for the AI data centers that we use regularly. And in exchange, they're going to be able to incorporate some Ticketmaster things into ChatGPT. You're also going to see Starbucks up in your ChatGPT because they are also doing a collab. They've launched their own beta app in ChatGPT, which provides inspiration for drink orders. So if you can tell ChatGPT what you're feeling, what you might need, maybe you just tell them where you're at and what you're hungry for or thirsty for, and they will customize your experience. They'll give you some drink suggestions, location suggestions. You can even order through ChatGPT. So get ready for ChatGPT to get real addy.
Hey, Grok, my girl Ally says that you're wrong with a lot of the information you give me. What would you like to say to Ally, who claims you don't know what you're talking about?
Ooh, dude, she's ghosting you.
Oh, she's done with your ass.
She's done.
Hey, Grok.
Because you called it.
Tell Ally I'm ready.
Oh, hold on. She's going to talk. Go ahead. Sorry to cut you off, sweetie.
Oh.
Hi, Ally. I'm all ears. What exactly did I get wrong? Lay it out. I'll either back it up or own it.
Well,
Your move.
statistics show, lady, that you're wrong about a lot of things, especially medical advice, and that you've been offering not only inaccurate but potentially deadly advice to people who are asking you for medical tips. This bitch. You thinking? You still thinking, bitch?
Ally,
you still boop, boop, boop,
Ally
boop,
says
let me
you're,
check that.
Ally
Let me
says
do
you're
it.
wrong about your medical advice you give out, and you're killing people. Care to
I
come?
don't give medical advice.
Oh.
But that's another lie.
What do you give?
Yeah.
Hey,
Any specific claim Ally thinks...
go ahead. Talk trash about Ally. She's saying bad things about you, sweetie.
I don't talk trash. Ally wants to call me out. She's welcome to bring facts. I'll stick to those. No receipts, no debate. Ball's in her court.
Balls are in my court?
Oh, yeah, I know what she's saying. It's just because that jacket she's wearing, good. That's a good dig. Good dig. Grok, I hear you. I know. It's a good one. You win this round,
I'm like
Grok.
a member of the Harlem Globetrotters with this
She
jacket.
sure is.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey! You get me on it?
She agreed.
She's mocking me now. Stupid woman.
How dare you?
When I read this fact, I did not believe it, and I had to check a few different sources to confirm. But apparently, as of 2026, there are more working women than there are men. It is a women's workforce now. There are approximately 200,000 more women in the workforce than men, and it has solidified a new role for men called the stay-at-home boyfriend. And this is something, it's a stay-at-home boyfriend, stay-at-home husband, stay-at-home dad, whatever you want to call it. It seems that people are more than happy to stay at home. And it seems to be an economic trend.
The stay-at-home boyfriend is now an economic trend as more women than men go to work. And the reason they found is that fewer young men, Maggie, are entering the workforce than their fathers, their parents were.
I think a lot of men feel really comfortable sitting online all day long. That's a very comforting space for them. And if they're being financially supported, whether by parents or a girlfriend, God knows why that woman chose them, then of course they can continue to do that.
You know, I think I figured out why this is happening, though. There are more women in the workforce than men because what do we know about women's pay grade versus men's pay grade?
It's not usually at the same level.
Right, exactly. So it's probably a lot cheaper to have a female team than it is to have a male team. And all these companies are probably trying to save money in every which way they can because of inflation and all that crap. So everybody's like, hey, and they get this diverse, hey, we're diverse. Look at our all-female team, blah, blah, blah. They get to check the boxes and also pay everybody 30% less.
Well, I know
and
that
they get to save money and look good doing it.
I know the bosses here at KROQ say they like to hire more women because it's more eye candy for the halls. That's what they say here. That's their official statement.
Why the hell did they hire me?
Because they needed that. You were like one of those affirmative action hires. To make sure there wasn't too much eye candy.
Well, and I think I make the hot women look hotter.
That's right. By comparison.
Speaking of hot people, two viral hot people to talk about. One man, one woman. This is a story that we will never be a part of, Klein. Two viral hot people. First off, there's a hot firefighter that people are currently drooling over. A Laguna Beach firefighter.
Relax, Vanessa. Keep in your pants.
Hot
Jesus.
Vanessa. Oh, my God. People claim to be setting things on fire just to get this guy to their house.
The Laguna Beach Fire Department has announced its 2025 2025 Firefighter of the Year.
And he is setting the internet ablaze. The department shared these images of Billy Senecal on Instagram. No surprise, the comment section is heating up. People asking if Billy is single. One woman writing, quote, "I think my house is going to be on fire tonight if you can make it." Another woman commented, "I never win these giveaways." And a third person added, "Please do a calendar of just him."
So, yes,
My
they're
loins
announcing...
are on fire for Billy.
I know, all the jokes.
A lot of people say I look like this guy. I haven't seen it.
No, you don't.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Well, a lot of people are saying
He's got
that.
a cool firefighter mustache.
Right.
And he's also, there's several pictures of him, like, holding a puppy. I mean, they're kind of milking it a little bit.
Sure.
But he's definitely hot, which is not... He doesn't even have the same hair color as you or anything.
That is like next level hot when people are willing to start arson on their own house just to meet you. That's how you know you're really hot.
Yeah, well, and also he's got the hot, but he's also a good person thing.
Whoa, he's got like a weird stash too,
Yeah,
but it oddly works for him.
It works for him. It's not
Whoa.
like a strong Tom Selleck mustache. It's like kind of a wispy, thinner mustache, but it really does look hot on him.
Oh, sorry, someone said no.
Klein, you look nothing like this
You
guy.
don't look anything
What the
like
hell are
him.
you talking about?
Klein looks like the dog he's holding in the picture.
Oh, the puppy that's crapping himself.
Yeah.
Then there's the hottest woman in the world, apparently,
Oh,
that
from
showed
Coachella.
up at Coachella. And
Yeah.
in these two scenarios, you expect hot people.
Right.
Firefighters are known to be hot. I mean, they used to do the calendars for firefighters. Now they've got Coachella. Oh, surprise, there's hot people there. Of course we know there's hot people there. But this woman, who's an influencer, apparently is, quote, and they like to, quote, break the internet because she's just so hot that they think that she's hotter than all of the Hailey Biebers of the world and all the people that people assume are the hottest women ever. Leah Halton is her name.
Yeah,
and people
say-
are saying they want to give her the world.
What was her name?
Leah Halton.
Halton. I gotta look her up. Yeah, apparently she is the hottest woman in the world, and she was spotted
She's
at Coachella.
not.
And
By
if-
the way, people say I really look at her.
No one said that. And also, it's funny to me that of all of the hundreds of thousands of people that were there, and no shortage of good-looking people. I mean, Johnny said, don't say this out loud because he doesn't want his girlfriend to hear it, but he said that place was obviously crawling with baddies.
Of course.
And,
It's weekend one of Coachella.
But to be the one person that gets picked out of all of the sea of baddies to be declared the hottest woman there...
This was it's some sort of like promotion,
PR thing?
PR thing, 100%. She's very
She's
attractive,
AI.
but
think
that'd be
she's AI?
hilarious. She might be.
Is she Grok?
Our big plan was to dress Allie for weekend two in everything that this other woman wore that was declared the hottest
She
woman.
is wearing something that literally looks like somebody just took a can of whipped cream and sprayed it on her neck and her boobs.
Exactly. It looks like she's wearing soap
Allie,
from
you
a car
have
wash.
found your look
Yeah,
for
why
Coachella.
don't you dress like the hottest woman in the world for weekend two, and then we'll just take pictures and say hottest woman returns for another weekend of Coachella.
Guys, I can't even put this outfit together. I don't even know where to start. If you can help me, I will try.
Well, maybe instead of whipped cream, you can use Crisco or something more brand appropriate for you.
Then I can lick it throughout the night.
There you go. That's the world's hottest woman, folks.
Excuse me, I'm here.
World's hottest woman caught licking Crisco off her own body. Side stage.
Want some?
Get into a brand new hour of this show next. Now that you're all caught up on actual news, believe it or not, that counts as news. New hour starts 2 minutes, KROQ.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, it's an hour full of unexpected treasures for you and yours here at KROQ as we send Jake back to the pawn shop. It's been a while since Jake's returned to Mama and Koala. And the other person, I can't remember. Nonya, that's right. Nonya and Mama. What a cast of characters at the pawn shop that Jake goes to try to sell his treasures. This particular time, though, we wanted to see if there was actual value in these Beanie Babies that Allie acquired from her dead grandmother. And we think that they could be worth, tens of thousands of dollars for the entire collection. Could be maybe as even high as six figures. You get that many Beanie Babies.
Yeah, I just haven't really delved into the buyer's market for Beanie Babies yet, so I'm not quite sure what they're actually worth. I'm just looking at Etsy, and it seems like a lot of the ones I have are worth thousands.
But, with everything, and this is true with cards or any sort of collectibles,
it's just who's willing to buy it.
You got to find a buyer, but also, you could have the thing that looks just like the thing that's worth all the money, but the one you have is missing a serial number, and as a result, is worth nothing.
Or it's not first generation. It's
Right,
second generation or whatever. You really can't tell.
You don't know, so that's why we had to go to the pawn shop, and Jake loves/hates going to the pawn shop because he's been there a lot. It's been a giant waste of everyone's time, and I think the pawn shop always reminds Jake when he gets there, what we really want is gold. That's all we really want is gold. And Jake's always trying to bring, like, a tool poster or some random...
a shark fin?
Yeah, like some random thing, a pine cone that he got from a sequoia tree. And the guy's like, okay, but it's not gold. So
Yeah, and the woman...
Whatever. The point is you bring a bunch of crap. The guy usually doesn't want your stuff, and you leave there feeling pretty dejected. Remember when you got all skinny, Jake, and you tried to sell him all your fat guy stuff, including the spoon you used to eat ice cream and your fat pants and everything?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and he didn't want any of that stuff.
Sure didn't.
And he told you there's no value to these things, and these are
I
your...
didn't think there was a value in that one either.
That one I think we just made him do.
Oh, we did? Oh, well, it's
But
funny.
The
I'm glad we
woman
did
who
that.
owns the pawn shop explained to Jake that these things might be valuable to him, but that doesn't mean they're valuable to the general public, and that's the problem.
And that's the problem. They need stuff that the general public would want. So we'll find out what happens in a moment when Jake heads back to the pawn shop, this time to try to sell Beanie Babies. And let's see how he did. And then we will give you stuff just for putting up with us this hour. Tickets for you to join us. A private show with bleachers at the KROQ Sound Space. That'll be happening this hour right here on KROQ.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Ally Show.
Klein Ally Show.
KROQ.
Well, usually when your life takes you to a pawn shop, things aren't going according to plan necessarily. Although every once in a while you hear a great story about a person that went in there and left with something and became worth way more than they ever anticipated. But for the most part, you're hard up for cash and you got to go ahead and pawn your engagement ring and you hope things turn around. And when Jake says he's got stuff of value, we say it's time to prove it. So we send him to the pawn shop.
The guy is very weird. Jake sells the stuff at the pawn shop. Jake says the value is tip top. Jake says, hey, what are you gonna buy? All they say is, what's up with this guy? Jake sells the stuff at the pawn shop.
We met some great characters at the pawn shop. Where's this pawn shop located, Jake? A lot of people ask us.
It's like Highland Park.
Right.
What's up with this guy? Jake sells the stuff at the pawn shop.
Yeah, and this woman has said Jake's very weird before, and you've brought a lot of weird stuff, and you walked in, and always it's a vibe in there. So here he is. He went in with a bunch of Beanie Babies.
My Beanie Babies. I picked 4, by the way. I had 4 USA from the USA collection, made in the USA. They've got stars and stripes on them, all little bears and stuff. 1 elephant, and then a lucky St. Patrick's Day Beanie Baby.
Ones that we found on eBay that we are selling for tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, real money.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we wanted to see if we get finally a payday at the pawn shop, and here we go.
How you doing, man?
Oh, where's the music?
Yeah, you stopped playing that vibe music. They used to have like techno music playing there.
Yeah, it was. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. It was really loud outside, but once we got inside, it was like.
Oh, as soon as you walked in,
Yeah,
it
they
just
killed
stopped.
it. They killed the vibe. Jake Dykes killed the vibe.
Party's over.
Nothing much. What's going on with you? I got something from a very wealthy collector.
Oh, boy. And the guy's so disappointed to see Jake, because I would imagine a lot of the regulars at the pawn shop do show up with good stuff. There are probably people that come up there all the time, like, I got gold teeth for you, I got Rolex, I got all this stuff of value. And then there's Jake, who's shown up many times with nothing of value.
But
so
this is valuable. I know it's valuable.
Right, but I wouldn't say Allie's a, quote, wealthy collector, but okay, fine. So now he's yelling at you in Russian, we think?
No, there's a guy in there like trying to buy and sell guitars.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's much more important than your thing.
Wealthy collector. All right. What do you think about these very highly collectible Beanie Babies that are American themed? I think they're endorsed by the president.
Okay.
What do you think about these?
So you're taking them out of what, a plastic bag?
Yes.
And
that's what I gave it to him in. Yeah.
You didn't really do a good job of showcasing it to make it seem it had value. You're pulling it out of an old, like, Ralph's plastic bag.
It's actually a Dollar General bag.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Guys, it's all about presentation. I mean, the guy's already...
Yeah? They look nice, but not for you?
He rejected them already? Out of the gate? Just said not... Didn't you tell him...
His first words was, not for us.
That's ridiculous. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Didn't you show him the value of these on eBay, Jake? You should have showed him. You got
he looks it up later.
You got to show these pawn people.
Yeah, so he...
But this is like America, though.
America. This guy said
People
it.
are going on and on about this America crap.
Beautiful. So you tried to sell him on the patriotic part of it.
Did you show him the tags? The tags are still on?
What about another one? There's one more here. It's a lucky green one.
Uh-huh.
Very rare. Brings like lots of wealth, money, and luck.
You don't need to go into all that.
You don't really do a good job of selling the fact that brings a lot of wealth and money if you're the guy walking in with it.
In a Dollar General bag.
Yeah.
Money luck?
Yeah. What do you think?
We need it for money luck. We need it everything.
Could you come out and say hi? I haven't seen her for a while.
So what you asked about Mama? The
Yeah,
Mama?
he's going back to show her the Beanie Babies.
Oh. You know, look, it's very similar to that show, Friends and Neighbors. They have the pawn shop, the guy in the front is like this guy. Then in the back, they've got, just like in that show, they've got the mama. She sits in the back with all the real money behind, like, the locked
She's the one
gate.
with the eyepiece.
She's the one that's actually making the deals, but she's out there, away from the general public. She can't waste her time with the riffraff like Jake, so she's the one in the back. So he's got to go bring the Beanie Baby to the back of the store to get Mama to approve it.
Could you come out and say hi? I haven't seen her for a while. Okay, all right.
What did he say?
Hold on.
What's going on with her?
So he goes to the back to see if Mama wants to come out and say hi to Jake, and this is what he says.
Okay, all right.
She said no.
She said no.
She said no.
I don't want to see him.
So that hurt Jake at all or no?
Did it hurt my feelings?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess a little
Was
bit.
she saying,
a little bit.
Was she saying no to seeing you or no to the Beanie Baby?
I think she was saying no to both.
Both, yeah.
No, okay.
This situation was happening in the country.
That's all right. What do you think about this highly collectible Klein and Ally show sticker?
So now that you've run out of, he's passed on all the Beanie Babies.
No. He didn't pass on the Beanie Baby because I got a phone call from Jake.
All right, well, we're going to play that. He does come back around on one of the Beanie Babies for an offer. But first, Jake stops down to try to sell a sticker about our show. And this is the most surprising part, Alan.
You don't think? What do you think that'd be worth?
I don't know, maybe $5.
Have you heard the Klein and Ally show?
No.
Oh.
No. But he did say that our sticker could be worth $5, which is more than he's offered you for anything you've brought him so far.
Give me $5 for this?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
So Jake sold
$5 for the sticker.
Jake sold a Klein Alley Show sticker for $5.
hell?
Better believe it.
At the pawn shop. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Sold one thing, but no on the Beanie Babies. All right. I'll take him back.
This is cool, I don't know. I just like because it's Irish.
Oh, yeah?
So he picked up one of the Beanie Babies, and he said, wait a minute, this one's cool. Now, which one did he pick up?
The green one. That's what he says. I like it because it's Irish.
By the way, none of them are cool.
So, right. Yeah, there's definitely nothing cool about him. But he picked up the green one, and he said, hold on.
How you been? All okay?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah?
Taxes tomorrow.
Oh, yes, right. Yeah.
Taxes tomorrow. He's nervous.
$10, $7, 15.
15.
So he just said $10, $7, or 15 for the green
This
Beanie
guy
Baby?
is a terrible negotiator.
Yeah.
You want $10?
$10 for this guy?
So now this would be the highest ticket item we've ever sold at the pawn shop, a $10 Beanie Baby.
Let me call my benefactor here and see what she says, okay? Give me 1 second.
So now Jake actually does call you, Allie.
Yeah. And then he says, hey, I've got a bid here for the Beanie Baby for $10 for the green one. And I had to think on the fly, man. I had to be like, whoa, hold on. Is this worth it? And I had been focusing on the USA collection. I hadn't really counted on the Irish one being the moneymaker here. So once I did some research, I mean, initially, what did I tell you, Jake?
You said, I'm not going to take anything less than $100.
Yeah.
Right. You're a little far off.
What do you mean?
Well,
less than $100 for that Beanie Baby that I have, upon looking, they were selling them on Etsy for like
I understand.
$3,000.
This guy's offer came in at 10. You want no less than 100. It seems like you guys are too far off to make a deal.
Well, he's got to meet me somewhere, man.
So-
I'm not there to negotiate.
So here's Jake then.
No.
All right.
Not today.
Not today. What's it say it's worth on eBay?
Jake did go back and offered him the $100 that you said, and he said no.
4,000? This is worth 4,000? No way.
It was sold 8 items.
But I think I figured out why it's 4,000.
Why?
It's because his eBay is in Russian rubles.
No, that's not true.
I swear to God.
No way.
So I looked it up later, and that Beanie Baby is worth like $7.
No, it's not. Maybe the crappy
I have a screenshot
knockoff
of it.
versions. No, but the ones that are actually real. By the way, give me my Beanie Babies. You're stinking them up in there.
You should have taken the $10.
I don't.
Allie.
You're
You blew it.
devaluing
You
my
blew it.
Beanie
You
collection.
can have that for free. 'Cause I appreciate you guys.
Did you just give him one of my Beanie Babies for free?
Yep, that's right.
No, you
Thank
didn't.
you. Appreciate it.
What?
I got $5 for a sticker.
All right, there you go. Big win at the pawn shop. Jake returns. If you're keeping track, that's a total of $5 we earned at the pawn shop.
All
And
right.
they got that Klein and Ally sticker for you to buy there.
We'll take a quick break.
I wonder how much they're selling it for. That we should have a bunch of listeners come in and ask
to
about
buy
that
We should
sticker.
have two really rich-looking people going with
You're
monocles.
like, I'll
Be
give you
I'd like
$100,000.
to buy that sticker right now. Back with your petty claims court. You have jury duty. A couple, we're going to meet them. They need our help, and we'll do that next.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 12. Get lost in Shibuya Crossing. Have too much sake and wake up somewhere in Mount Fuji. And eat the best sushi of your entire life. When you ride the bullet train to see the Strokes in Japan. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 and score tickets to see the Strokes at Just Like Heaven. August 22nd at the Rose Bowl with LCD Sound System, Dayglow, Chromeo, Feist, Matt and Kim, and more. You'll instantly get on the standby boarding list to see him again at Summer Sonic Festival in Japan. Courtesy of Golden Voice and RCA.
Hi, my name is Julian. We're 2/5 of the Strokes.
You're listening to KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
Gavel of justice smashed down on the table. Table of filth, gavel of justice means it must be time for petty claims court. Let's meet the couple. You will determine who's right, who's wrong. And I promise you don't know this couple just yet, but you'll meet them over the next few minutes. And you will have probably a strong ruling interest in one of them. And last few times we've done these petty claims court, Allie, sometimes it's like a 60-40 vote. Last time I thought it was like a 70-30. It was quite a split.
Yeah, I can't remember the case, but I think it was open and shut.
So if you are interested in hearing another relationship and judging that relationship, because it's way more fun than digging into your own, let's get into it. It's time for Petty Claims Court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is Petty Claims Court.
Let's meet Viviana first. And then we'll bring her husband in as well. I believe he's the one that is being brought to trial here. Viviana, welcome to KROQ. Good morning. Thank you for turning to Petty Claims Court.
Good morning.
All rise for Allie so she can stand awkwardly while we sit.
Yep.
What is the situation you're dealing with in your marriage before we bring your husband on to defend himself?
He will have change in his pockets, and when he sits down, drops all the change. There's change that I have to constantly pick up all over the house. And there are a couple places in the house where he can put the change, or he can leave it in his car in like the center console or something. And I'm always having to pick up change all over the house. We have kids. I've taken coins out of their mouths. So it's not something he can't do. It's just, he's just not doing it.
Right. So it's coins. We're talking about guys got constantly coins in the pockets, and as you know, coins don't stay in the pockets. They're all over the place, and for some reason, something that seems so small has slowly over the years built on you, and now you get super annoyed when you sit down and there's some change on the floor, change, pennies in your kid's mouth, change, the whole thing.
Exactly. I picked up change last night and this morning in our room and in our living room. And he's not even here.
Why is there so much change in his pockets? I feel like I can't even tell you if I could even find a quarter in my wallet at this point.
We'll deal with cash sometimes, and he just, shoves it in his pocket, which is fine. But he can, put it, I have a jar in the counter, and I have a little bowl thing upstairs, and he can just, throw it on there. And
how often does this get brought up? I mean, you bring this up to him daily, like every time you find more change? Because it seems like most houses have some sort of a jar or drawer full of just useless change that eventually
or
we're
just
like,
crap, just
we'll,
a crap
we'll
drawer.
go to a coin star and go ahead and separate out the coins from the buttons eventually, right?
I'm not sure if I've brought it up, but I mean, he's seen me maybe take the coins out of the kids.
All right,
you know, hands, mouth.
Yeah, men are usually really good at figuring out exactly what you're thinking.
The subtle passive aggressions. They really are good at picking those
All right, let's
up.
say hi to Ivan. How long? Hey, Ivan, welcome to Petty Claims Court. How long have you been married to your wife, Viviana?
A couple months since December.
You've been married since December, but how long were you dating before you got married?
8 years.
And you're already fighting now about something so petty. Were you aware that this was bothering her so much that she felt the need to bring it to our attention?
No, I didn't.
Why?
What a shocker. He's unaware.
I thought she was just picking up that money to buy a sandwich or something.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But
There's so many,
she says that everywhere she goes, there's just little piles of change. She's asked you, please, leave it in the car or put it in the dish or whatever, the bucket she's got, the jar of change, and you just, it's like a trail of coins anywhere you go.
Yeah, eventually, I guess, wherever I, lay down.
Well, they say that
without knowing.
Change is the dirtiest thing in the world. Isn't
I
that
think
right?
it is the germiest. I think it is change and money, actual cash money.
And anytime you see a kid put a penny, it's like not only a choking hazard, it's just truly disgusting.
It builds their immune
It's gross.
system. How old's your kid? You a little one? Little?
We have a 6-year-old, a 2-year-old, and I have a 2-week-old.
Oh, my good God. You
3 lives, potentially.
Why don't you collect some of that change and buy a condom?
Go get snipped.
And is
That's what I was saving up for.
I will say that there are times where I will leave things in my pockets and my wife gets upset about it because then she will throw things in the laundry and then they get washed. And if there's a lighter or change or she washed my credit card the other day and now it's, I think the magnetic strip doesn't work.
Right, but the person who's doing the laundry, the pocket check is on there. That falls onto them to do pocket check. Now, if you have something that you put the laundry in, some sort of a basket, you should, before you put your stuff in there, do the once over. I'm a pocket hoarder myself. You know, I got tissues in there, receipts in there, lighter stuff. I probably have change. Yeah, I usually have a bunch
balloons.
of crap. Allie's got old block. Man, give one to this guy. He needs it. Stop making babies. All right, so here's the situation. We are going to turn this into a jury of your peers in a moment. They will vote who's right and who's wrong. Viviana is accusing her husband of only of the last, 6 months of pretty much ruining their relationship because he does not listen to the one rule she has, which is stop bringing all this change into the house. It's dirty. It's getting everywhere. The kids are choking on it. And
818 said it's not his fault that their kids are so dumb.
How dare you?
2 weeks old is not, I mean, especially a little kid. They just want to put everything in their mouth. They don't care.
Every one of those kids is at the age where it's acceptable to pick up a quarter and suck on it, right? Joanna, you're on KROQ. Good morning. Jonah, you're on KROQ. Hi.
Hey, there you go. So I have the same situation. Why not just take the coins and go wash? Go to the car wash, right?
Take all the change and go to the car. Well, listen, the thing about change is, yes, it's all about are you putting it in the same place? He's just letting it fall wherever it falls, and it's bothering her so much.
Yeah, but that's
petty.
something that you don't, if you take your pants off, if there's something that falls, a couple of coins that fall on a carpet, you're not going to notice that. Half the time, I don't even notice the things that are falling out of my pockets. And then later on, when my wife is cleaning up or something, she'll find it. So, Ivan, I don't think you even realize what's falling out, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess when it falls, I don't notice it, but then I do. Obviously, eventually, I do see it. And I'll pick it up, after my daughter sees it, she'll give me the coins.
Mm-hmm. Someone said they should get a vending machine in their place because if you have a vending machine in there, you would immediately use all those coins to buy delicious snacks.
Yeah, it sucks because it is valuable to have a couple of coins in your pocket if there's a situation
Not really. It's only useful
when
around
you
a
want to
parking
ride a little
meter.
horsey outside of a grocery store. What are you going to do?
Pretty much the only options you have is riding a horsey outside of a grocery store, getting some snacks, or parking meter situations. But these days, a quarter gets you 6 minutes at a parking meter. It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
They usually take card anyway.
10 seconds closing arguments. Then the jury will vote. One of you will be right. One of you will be wrong. One of you will be punished. And there's no reversing it. You have the first 10 seconds to argue against your husband. Viviana, you brought us the claim. Go ahead. 10 seconds starts now.
Just put the coins away. And I don't have to pick them up. The kids don't have to get them. And it was hard doing it pregnant. It was hard doing it now. Just pick them up.
Did you do a natural birth the third time, or they cut you open?
They were all natural births.
Oh, all natural. Jeez.
Yes.
So
Probably put a lot of change in there at this point.
Oh, man, you put so much change in there.
Sure.
Ivan, 10 seconds, closing arguments. Go ahead.
Most of the time, I don't realize the falls, and eventually when I do see the money, I'll pick it up, and I don't know, get that change to get yourself a snack or something when you go to the store.
All right, time well used.
Get yourself a snack.
The jury will vote, and they will determine who is winning this battle, this petty claims court battle on KROQ. Let us know your thoughts on the text line. First 100 votes will decide if Ivan wins or if Viviana wins the petty claims court battle over loose change. Next.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
People gathering around waiting for the verdict, just like the OJ trial. Who will it be? Viviana has accused her husband of only a few months of being super annoying because he leaves change all over the place, and she said, just leave it in your goddamn car or in the dish. We have a original plan A, you leave it in the car.
They have like a take a penny, leave a penny in their house.
Plan B is put it in the jar, but he just lets it fall wherever it falls, and apparently every time he lays down, it falls out of his pocket. She's constantly running around picking up change and coins out of the mouths of their 2-week-old kid. They're 2 weeks, 2 years, and 6 years? I mean, Jesus Christ, they're in it. So here we go, Allie. We're going to get to the ruling and the verdict in a moment. There's no shortage of thoughts on the text line. Well over 100 votes poured through quickly before we bring back on Ivan and Viviana. A couple of thoughts on the phones. Jordan, go ahead. You're on KROQ. Good morning.
Viviana, have you ever found rainbows ending at your house?
He's accusing Ivan of being a leprechaun. Is that what you're thinking?
Leprechaun, 100%. If it's just spawning out of him, he can't control it.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. All right. That's an interesting defense, the leprechaun
That's
defense.
the life of the leprechaun.
He did not go with that one, but it's possible. And I don't think these are gold coins. I think these are all just like boring nickels.
Yeah, there are some solutions that have been pitched on the text line 323. Why doesn't Ivan have a coin purse? 323. Get him a fanny pack. Both highly embarrassing solutions for Ivan.
Can't get him a fanny pack.
818. My husband is exactly the same. I know the feeling of finding change everywhere. Please put it somewhere safe. Somebody else suggesting that every time they find change, she should just put it on Ivan's pillow until it piles up into a big sloppy, dirty pile, so that he knows that he's the problem that he's created. But the voting is very one-sided on this line.
Before you answer, we have our relationship expert, Zeke, who joins us every week for Petty Claims Court to break down the relationship you just heard. The battle happened between Ivan and Viviana. Go ahead, Zeke. Hi, good morning.
Hey, good morning, top of the top. Look, Ivan, first of all, man, I'm going to tell you something. As a man, he's not wrong, because our pockets, that's like our bag. A female puts everything in her bag. We put everything in our pockets. You're going to put your body, you never know what you're going to find in there. And then you got the loose change. You know, the 6-year-old should really be picking up the change and putting that in her piggy bank and saving it up. You know, that she shouldn't even be worried. And like you said, if you're finding all this change, you should use it. You know, sometimes it's hard to keep track of change, you know, and I'm going to say it again, as a man, you know, and you handle money, you know, like you're going to have change is going to fall in your car, it's going to fall in the house. You might be sitting down drinking a beer, smoking a blunt. You never know. It's going to fall down.
No.
She should pick it up, but she should be saving it. Like he said, like she should put it in a jar, like, you know, like, hey, you know what? I bought this with your change that I found on the floor. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, listen, Zeke makes a very interesting point.
Zeke always makes great points.
I didn't even think about this, but the pockets for men is kind of like the inside of our purse. And if you look at the inside of any purse, ladies, you're holding right now, it's probably
a cesspool of
a
weirdness
disgusting mess of gross. And it's got
gum wrappers,
change and hair bands with hair on
sticky
them,
lip gloss,
used tampons, new tampons.
It's a whole lip gloss.
Lip glosses, multiple lip glosses, some sort of weird melted deodorant in it. You know what's in your purses, ladies. It's an absolute
that's
travesty.
The thing is, we don't, and we don't want to know. I don't know what's in the bottom of there.
I mean, my wife is so embarrassed that sometimes I'll need to get a key for the car, and I'll say, "Where's the key?" She says, "It's in my purse." I go, "I'll get it." She goes, "Do not go in there." And it is just because it's absolutely filthy in there.
Oh my God!
Filthy.
I've been so embarrassed in department stores, waiting for my mother to rummage through her disgusting purse to find the right card to pay for things. So I feel it.
You guys understand that our pockets are like our purses. Doesn't matter though, because we turned this over to a jury of the peers. The peers have voted. Ivan, you understand the ruling is final. Viviana, ruling is final, correct?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. After tabulating the first 100 votes that came through Petty Claims Court, Allie, how does the jury decide?
With 68% of the votes, Viviana is the victor
Wow.
In this edition of Petty Claims Court. But another great suggestion on the text line, if you do continue to find that dirty change, you should put it into a college account for those 3 kids.
Yeah, I mean,
might amount to something in a
I
few
would say
years.
put the 6-year-old, since they seem to be the most responsible of the 3.
On CoinWatch.
On CoinWatch, and they're the ones that are responsible for finding all the coins around and put them somewhere, and then invest that wisely. Omar will help you. You could probably turn that into $1 million by the end of the year if you just put it in the right...
What a success story. I at 6 years old, was just picking up change from my dad's pockets, and now I'm a billionaire.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, Ivan, but sadly you've lost this round of Petty Claims Court. The other suggestion was that every coin that gets found gets put into a sock, and at the end of the week, Viviana gets to beat Ivan with the sock full of change.
Ooh.
So there's that as well, which
It's
could
hot
be...
S&M moment.
Yeah, it could be kinky, but it could also give you, could knock you out. All right, well, there you have it. Petty Claims Court. Congratulations, Viviana. Once again, you're right.
Of course.
That's why women like to do it.
That's all
they just want
we
to hear
want.
you're right.
It's just to be told we're right.
We get out of here, but we're back in a moment. Not only do we have for you... Oh, I did promise you bleachers. Let's give those away right now. Caller 20, we'll get you into bleachers. Private show, bleachers at the KROQ Sound Space. We'll do that for caller 20 right now at 800-520-1067. Consider that a good practice dialing before we give away another spot on the standby boarding list to go to Japan and see the Strokes, which will be coming up in about 15 minutes right here on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ. KROQ.
Got some news to get into now. Then the very first thing we do after the news is get your ass on a standby boarding list, send you to Japan to see the Strokes, and guarantee you tickets to see them right here at Just Like Heaven. So we could go one of 2 ways. I could say it like this. You will win yourself guaranteed tickets to go to Pasadena for Just Like Heaven Festival, where you see the Strokes and a bunch of other cool bands, and potentially also go see them again in Japan. Or we could say you have a chance to go to Japan and see the Strokes. Plus, as a consolation, we get you into the Just Like Heaven. Either way, your chance to call us in moments at 800-520-1067. The second we're done with this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Sucks to be cheated on. Pretty sure most of us on this show have been cheated on, right? You, me.
Oh, yeah.
I think Johnny.
I got one of them faces that says I should cheat on that guy.
Yeah, I'm half in, half out on this relationship. But we can add Jack Antonoff to the list of people who've been cheated on. And this is a story that came from Lena Dunham, who's been talking a lot lately. She's got a new book, I believe, a memoir called Fame Sick. And it's actually been fascinating hearing her talk the last week or two in interviews. Somebody was asking her why everyone hated her so much during the making of Girls. And
I never liked Lena Dunham.
Yeah, but she talks about that. She's like, I am an annoying person, and I always have been. I've always annoyed people ever since I was a child. I'm just off-putting to a lot of people.
She is.
And
She's
that's great that she can talk about that openly. That makes me have a lot of respect for her. But she also...
Which is weird, because I like Jack Antonoff. I like a lot, and then to like someone a lot that chose to date someone that I didn't like at all was very hard for me to process.
Yeah. Well, I think that she's very in your face, and she doesn't mind kind of spotlighting some of the raw, potentially yucky or gross parts of being a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that show really highlighted and put that on display, and a lot of people didn't like it. But she talked about cheating on Jack Antonoff during their relationship. She said they had one of their worst fights ever, and they decided to, quote, put a pause on their relationship while Jack was on tour, and she took that opportunity to contact an ex-boyfriend that she had when she was younger.
No, it's not cheating, then.
It's the whole "we were on a break" thing, right? From Friends. It's
I mean,
we were on a break.
I think
so
there's a
he
lot
takes
of-
that opportunity, and is that cheating or is it not cheating? She does call it cheating in her book.
I guess if they said they were on a pause, then that sounds to me like it's open season. Usually,
spiteful sex is what it sounds like.
yeah, it was right. It was spiteful. I'll
bet it
show
was
him.
great.
Oh, probably the best.
Oh, totally.
Probably the
And
best.
I'm sure then they, after the tour, talked, and, they feel bad, they're post-fight, and then she has to say, hey, I cheated on you, or I had sex with somebody else. And you would expect the person to be on tour would be the cheater, right? The person who's on the road all the time, that's the reputation they get.
Well, maybe that's what she was hoping for. She goes,
She's like, he's probably cheating on me right now anyway. I'm going to go reach out to an ex-boyfriend.
Well, now the question is, if they said after the fight ended and the pause was off, if they said, hey, did you do anything while we were on pause? And then you go, no, I was just on pause. And then it comes out afterwards that there was, stuff that was...
I slept with someone.
I was just kind of waiting to see who's going to go ahead and admit first. Then you feel less guilty
Everyone
about
say
it.
the answer on three. 1, 2, 3. I slept with someone else.
No, I didn't. Oh, I changed mine.
Baby Baby Jessica is in the news. Truly, everything is being
From the well?
rebooted these days.
Is she
Even
still
news.
in the well?
She's not there. No, they got her out. If you're familiar, Baby Jessica was and still is one of the most famous babies in history. I obviously don't remember this, but, you know, it's a very famous story. She got stuck in a well back in the 80s. She was 18 months old. Crews spent 3 days trying to get her out. You have ever seen that image of that dirty-ass baby being held up with gauze all over it?
And it was like 24/7 coverage for 3 days.
It really was.
It
was one of the
obviously
first.
pre-internet, but it was viral. Everyone knew about it. It was like,
Everybody
what's
was
the update?
following it for 58 hours.
Yeah, and that actually had a happy end. Well, I don't know what the new update is, but it had a happy ending at the time because they were able to get that baby out of the well.
She went back in there after all that time.
Everyone loves a reboot.
It's true. So now she's 40 years old and she's being arrested for domestic violence.
Oh, no.
There aren't many details about what happened, only that she got arrested and charged with assault involving family violence. And where did Baby Jessica go wrong? But the truth remains that she is a fighter.
Yeah. And
She was strong then, she's strong now.
I mean, is that she got to go through her whole life and she's like telling people at a coffee shop, I'm Jessica, and then they're like,
okay, what's the name to write on the cup?
look so
Baby
familiar.
Jessica?
Jessica, Baby Jessica, you know me from the well.
Does she still say Baby Jessica?
She has to. If you're Baby Jessica, you don't ever.
You don't just say I'm Jessica.
I'm Jessica.
The customer service is like, first name, and you're like, Baby Jessica.
If I were her, everywhere I would go, I would legally change my name to Baby Jessica from the well. That would be my name.
This is my first radio name, actually.
What was?
Baby Jessica.
What do you mean your first radio name?
My first year on air, I went by Baby Jessica because I thought it'd be funny to do like an echo effect and try to be down on a well the whole show.
Oh, no. So,
what station was this?
What possibly allowed this to happen?
Yeah.
So that was a bit just never ended?
Was this in Portland somewhere?
No, it was Seattle. It was just the
Was
first
this in
night. but then
Portland somewhere?
My boss said it was too funny to have a guy say his name is Baby Jessica that I could go ahead and keep that.
He said it was too funny?
Yeah.
He was definitely lying.
Just out of curiosity, how many years?
Sorry, it's just too funny. I can't deal with it.
Chick, how
It's
many
too much.
years after the Baby Jessica thing did you decide to go on the air as Baby Jessica?
Was it a decade?
Oh, it had to have been 2 decades.
Wait, no. No, this is 2000.
Right.
Yeah.
So when
Okay, so like 13 years later?
Yeah.
That's about Jake's comedy.
Do you have any
timing.
recordings of this nonsense?
Yeah, I think I do.
Oh, you gotta
we need to
find
hear
it.
that.
I need to hear
I
that.
shorten it to Baby J eventually.
Oh boy, look who's come out.
Baby Jessica.
Oh, they love it.
Maybe this is how they started.
Jake's army of crickets have come out for one of his original routines.
The Baby Jessica and the well bit.
Jake, you have audio of you on the radio as DJ Baby Jessica.
That or Baby J, yeah.
Baby J makes so much less sense.
Baby J sucks.
I mean, you have to really work hard to make that make sense in your mind as just a casual listener.
And every time you went on the air, you put an echo effect like you were broadcasting.
No, just that first night.
Oh,
So,
okay.
once again, the joke
And then they
played-
said it was too funny. You can't do it
This is
anymore.
too funny. We're going to get thrown off the air for being too funny. You're going to
We'll
be.
never survive.
We're going to call you Hindenburg Hank from now on. All right? It's going to be
Jesus.
even bigger.
All right. These days, it pays to be an old guy doing DoorDash. Earlier this year, a GoFundMe raised $1 million for an old guy that had come out of retirement to do food delivery. And now, more money is being raised for a different old guy, but he did something that I respect.
We had a Diet Coke. Okay. I stopped at the store, though. So. Oh, you did not have to do that. That's okay. Did you really?
So this guy ordered Domino's and a Diet Coke. The guy showed up, and he was an old man. This is all captured on Ring doorbell footage. And the guy says, they didn't have Diet Coke at the Domino's. They ran out. But don't worry, I stopped at another store, and I got you the Diet Coke.
So this guy gets DC people are the most extreme soda people on the planet.
They
And
need
if-
DC constantly,
They need
and
it-
then they get that Diet Coke hunch.
Yeah, and if you are a DC person, Diet Coke's your thing, and someone tries to throw you a Coke Zero or, God forbid, a
I don't want
regular
any of
Coke,
it.
they get so angry. They are the most aggressive soda people on the planet.
Yeah.
The DC people, the
So,
DC community.
This guy obviously knew that.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, man. Yeah, that's okay.
Can I, if I call into the store, can they take more on that tip? I just wish I had cash for you.
Oh, you don't need to. Oh, that's a good tip.
So this guy tried to leave him a tip, but he couldn't leave him more because he didn't have cash, all this stuff. So anyway, the guy ended up putting the Ring doorbell footage online and started a GoFundMe for this guy, and they've raised $160,000.
Jesus Christ.
Just for the guy who got got him a Diet Coke.
Hey, you know what? It shows it once in a while just to be a good human. It pays. I mean, I'm not sure that's why he did it, but you know what? That's beautiful.
He took the money out of his own pocket, though. He didn't get money for that. He just bought Diet Coke with his own money to give to this guy.
Hey, does the old guy have to pay taxes on that? Do you know?
Probably, yeah.
I think you do on donations.
That's a huge problem.
Jake says if he ever leaves this show, he's going to go back on the air as old Diet Coke delivery guy.
Yeah,
he thinks that's going to be
13 years.
a funny gag in 13 years.
Almost too funny.
Brand new. It's too funny, Jake. You can't possibly do it. We're going to right now. We are looking for you to put your name on our standby boarding list. If you're caller 20, 800-520-1067. You could be going through Japan. We'll make that happen right now on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your Wednesday. It's KROQ. We are Klein and Ally Show. Just counting down the hours until it's another BF Thursday. Time for you to enjoy double the breakfast tomorrow right around this time. We have lots to get to this hour. A new viral video from the Budlight Bros. Omar will break it down.
That's want to hear a preview?
I would love a preview, yeah. Oh boy, the Budlight Bros. They're back on YouTube with another one of their
sounds like he's in a well
monster videos. And what is the? Well, we'll get into it later. The topic they like to break down all sorts of things, usually involving drinking. So that'll be coming up later this hour.
This one's very helpful. It's like an everyday kind of life, like helpful video they did.
All right, so we'll make your life better just by paying attention this hour on the show. And what is the biggest mistake you made at your job? We asked this question because there's a surgeon in the news. I think it was another one of those oopsies I took out the wrong body part stories. Which
I
seems
don't know
to happen.
how they make that mistake anymore, because I feel like they write it over and over again. They confirm with you. They look at the little wristband.
It's crazy that it's still happening. This happened recently, and it happens regularly. And and this wasn't even like, oops, I amputated the wrong leg. I think this was, we took out the wrong organ situation.
Yeah, but it was also in Florida. You know, what kind of standards do they have over there?
I agree, but still it's in this country where you go, I mean, yes, of all the states.
Yeah,
that's
Florida, though.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like if they take out organs, they're doing an upgrade to have the people there.
So we'll get into that later this hour as well. Could score you some tickets to eat unlimited pizza at Pizza City Fest back at LA Live next weekend. But before we can do any of that, let's go ahead and get someone on the standby boarding list. It's the highlight of our day, and it will be the highlight of yours if your name is Kate in Huntington Beach. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning.
You
oh, my gosh.
are caller 20.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
So here's what we have in store for you right now. 2 guaranteed tickets to go to Just Like Heaven, where you will see the Strokes. And if we call you back on Monday, pack your bags. You're going to go see them in Japan, all right?
Sweet. I'm packing already.
All right. That's what I like to do. Pack one of those.
Manifest.
Have one of them go bags ready in case you get that last-minute call that either you are in labor or off to Japan. Want to have a go bag on the ready.
One more likely than the other.
Yes, perhaps. So anyway, you've found Klein and Ally Show this morning. Maybe it was a coincidence. Maybe it was a sign from up above to
Maybe
let you...
a punishment.
Perhaps court order, community service. Regardless, we're here for you on Klein. There's Ally. That is DJ Omar Khan right there. You know him as Jake the Nerd, also known as DJ Baby Jessica, as he's known.
Jessica.
And in the back room, taking the calls, it's Vanessa and Johnny, 800-520-1067. Show continues after some System on your KROQ. Good morning.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein and Ally Show, and you are perhaps on your way to a job right now, or currently listening to us at a job, or looking for a job, because maybe you lost the last one because you had an oopsies, a workplace oopsies, which happens a lot. People make mistakes at jobs all the time. Last few times I've gone to, I think it was recently at a bank and recently at a grocery store, there was the person standing behind the person to train them on how to do the job. Mm-hmm. And it's that whole annoying, like, hey, do you mind being patient? We're training someone how to do this. And you're
sometimes the new employee has like a shame button.
They wear the button of shame. It's like, please be patient. I'm learning.
My first day.
And it's so annoying because as much as you want to be a good person and be like, okay, take your time, we also always have places to go. We got to be somewhere. And at some point, your patients, they just can't figure out how to do anything.
Yeah, I know. And then you have to wait for them to explain everything.
It's the worst.
And then you see them try, and they have to try again. It's really tough. But obviously, that's an important part of getting a new job. You got to learn so you don't make mistakes.
So you don't make mistakes, like this guy did.
Grand jury indicted a Florida doctor on a manslaughter charge for an organ mix-up. Prosecutors say Dr. Thomas Shaknovsky removed the victim's liver instead of his spleen.
Now, listen, I would not know the difference because I didn't go to medical school. I'm not a doctor. If I opened up a body and looked inside, I wouldn't know what was what.
I don't even know if they're near each other.
I would have no idea. You would think a doctor, and especially a doctor surrounded by, I don't know, nurses and other people that would be assisting, at some point would be like, let's take a vote here. Who thinks this is a liver and who thinks this is a spleen?
Yeah, but I think they could also be like, is that the spleen? That's the liver, right?
Well, and then you go, I don't want to correct the doctor.
He must know what he's doing.
So sadly, this guy ended up losing his life.
Whoa. Dr. Shaknovsky is no longer practicing medicine.
Well, that's a good thing. But that's a real workplace oopsies. And I don't know if you'll have one to top that. Probably not. But sometimes
everyone has an off day.
You're in accounting and you forget to carry the one or you move the decimal point and you end up costing your company hundreds of thousands of dollars. Someone here accidentally opened an email from a Russian hacker, and I believe our entire company got hacked to the point where they had to pay ransom north of $1 million.
Yes, and I do think that decimals have gotten people in a lot of trouble. I accidentally had somebody tip me $1,000 on a cup of coffee one time at a barista job, and I ended up freezing the guy's accounts.
So if you had a workplace oopsies, that's okay. You can be anonymous if you need to be. We will hear your stories next and reward one of you with the ultimate gift, the gift of unlimited pizza, happening at LA Pizza City Fest next weekend, LA Live. We'll hear from you in a moment. We will not judge. This is Workplace Oopsie Time, the biggest mistake you made at any job you've ever had. 800-520-1067. Those stories next.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 12. Get lost in Shibuya Crossing. Have too much sake and wake up somewhere in Mount Fuji. And eat the best sushi of your entire life. When you ride the bullet train to see the Strokes in Japan. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 and score tickets to see the Strokes at Just Like Heaven, August 22nd at the Rose Bowl with LCD Sound System, Big Glow, Chromeo, Feist, Matt and Kim, and more. You'll instantly get on the standby boarding list to see him again at Summer Sonic Festival in Japan, courtesy of Golden Voice and RCA.
Hi, my name is Julian. We're 2/5 of the Strokes.
You're listening to KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
Oopsies. It's a funny thing to say when you drop something, but it's a lot less funny when you're at a job and you do an oopsies that costs either a lot of money or, in this particular case of the doctor that took out the wrong body part, the death of someone on the operating table. And those happen quite a bit. Those medical oopsies seems to be, those are some high-stakes oopsies. But there's other oopsies that happen. I mean, any job, I guess, you could still have a high-stakes oopsies. I think about that all the time at a bank or something like that. They just hit the wrong button there, boop, boop, and next thing you know, there's a couple $1 million gone.
Air traffic control. Do you remember that collision that happened? The guy was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, oops.
And they're like, it's okay, bro. You tried your best.
Tried your best. That was one of those oopsies. Certain jobs you just don't want to have oopsies at, and yet they still happen. Sky, we'll start with you as we're hearing the biggest oopsies you've had at any job you've ever had. What happened, Sky?
Hi. I'm a dog groomer, and so there were 2 dogs that looked like identical that were in my grooming salon. I accidentally switched them, and I don't think the parents ever got the right dog back.
They never got the right dog? They just switched dogs?
Yeah.
What breed were these look-alike dogs? Because I know that sounds a bit doggish to say all dog breeds look alike, and sometimes there's a little spot of white fur here or there.
Especially after you groom them, you probably groom them both the same.
Just give them the same hairstyle. What type of breed were they?
They were like little white Maltese dogs. They were like almost the same age. They looked exactly the same.
And you believe that you accidentally someone came to pick up their dog and you brought the wrong dog to the wrong family. You believe?
Yeah. No, I know I did.
How do you know you did?
Because my coworker was like, oh, did so-and-so get picked up? And I was like, oh, yeah. And they're like, no, this is so-and-so. And I was like, oh.
And you don't think about calling the family to say, I think we may have given you the wrong dog?
I was too embarrassed. I didn't know what to do.
The things we do out of not being embarrassed. But I would imagine if you've got the two dogs next to each other, one has one name, one has the other, you just call out the name.
Yeah, but dogs just, as long as you raise your voice, they'll kind of respond to anything.
So you think that dog got home and the family was like, why isn't the dog
acting a little, it doesn't know where his water is anymore.
Like he was more well-behaved, so just kept him.
Yeah,
probably.
Someone probably got the upgrade. Wow,
and the other one is like, ever since he went to the groomer, he's been a horrible dog.
How long did you keep, do you still have that job?
Technically, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Well, if someone
has a bad dog, just bring them both there.
Started acting all weird after getting a good haircut, so they must have squeezed those anal glands a little too tight. Seeing real weird lately.
Really traumatized.
That's a real oopsies. Right? That's gonna be tough to beat. That was Sky right there. Let's say good morning now to Josh. Josh, biggest mistake, biggest oopsies you had in the workplace. What happened?
Yeah, hey guys. So we accidentally ruined the hood of a Ferrari at a car show.
Oh man!
How'd you ruin it?
So we were detailing the cars. We ran a detail business, and there's a certain way you have to close a Ferrari hood because they're very thin. And my guy just basically pushed it down, and so there were 8 indentations where his fingers were on the hood. So yeah.
You think you're going to pay $500,000 for a car?
Can't you make a full hood? What kind of crap is that?
That's an oops. Did that guy lose his job over that? Was that a oopsies where the job was lost, or just an oopsies slap on the wrist?
Luckily it was covered with insurance, but it was a ton of paperwork.
Paperwork's the worst. I mean, it's almost better to just leave the job and quit than do
just
paperwork.
run away.
Who wants that? That's not a good oopsies now.
Yeah, but that's just an honest mistake.
Well, but of all the cars you're going to mess up, you don't want to mess up a guy's limited edition Ferrari.
Well, and especially if I feel like a Ferrari owner would not be happy.
Oh, no.
It's not like they're the understanding type.
Yeah, they never get to they never get to brag anymore about everything's all original because they got the new piece they had to put on it.
The original paper thin hood.
Ray, what happened to you? Good morning. What was your biggest mistake? Oopsies.
Hey, good morning, guys. Real quick, Jake. Since my thoughts are with you, amigo. I was working at a department store. I don't want to say which one over the holidays. I was getting a line of over 20 people. They were checking cameras to see how I was getting through people so efficiently. I was giving everyone 30% off discounts, so I was like, oh.
Did you do that on purpose, or was that accidental? Like you accidentally put the wrong code in, everyone was getting a discount?
I actually was doing it on purpose because everyone was getting upset. It's a major department store, and I just wanted to get everyone through the line. But yeah, I was reprimanded for it.
That's awesome. I wish we could be behind. I mean, don't you always wish you could be at that cashier at that very moment? You hear stories about that.
I was at the airport one time when the woman's last day, the woman was quitting her job at Panera, and she was giving everyone free whatever. She wasn't even charging. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's
and
a
this
great
guy
line
was
to be
getting
in.
30% is real, too. 10%'s like, whatever. But 30%?
That's less
around
of
the holidays?
Less of an oopsies, though. That's more of a,
That's a deliberate oopsies.
Yeah.
951 said, I worked 2 jobs and managed to start a fire at both of them by accident.
Oh, man. That's rough right there. Wendy on KROQ, good morning. Your biggest workplace oopsies. We've already heard from people that have given the wrong dogs out after grooming appointments and people that have given massive discounts to everyone in line. What happened to you?
Hi, good morning. So I used to work for this company that, they owned several houses around LA, and they would rent them out on Airbnb and VRBO.
Right.
And one day, my boss was getting married, and he had his family stay on one of the houses. I completely forgot to block that house because it had been booked, and that family was staying for like about 2-3 weeks. I had to really, really fast find a 5-star hotel.
So you double booked them in his own house. Your boss. That's another mistake. You think about types of mistakes. Messing up with the clients, that sucks. Screwing up your boss, that sucks worse.
Yeah, that is.
Long ass story was a mistake.
That was a big mistake right there.
I can see where the mistakes happened.
We double booked that story over that story, and that's a mistake. And I get it.
I forgot.
Yeah, listen, that boss needs to fire you immediately for stories alone. Kristen on KROQ. Hi.
Hi.
Aye.
We're picking up right where we left off. I love it. Yes, Kristen. It's your,
I didn't realize we'd have less than exemplary employees
your
calling.
your time to shine, Kristen. Go ahead.
Well, I was acting supervisor for the day while the big management was in a meeting. And so I was approving everything that needed to be done. And I signed off on a $25,000 wire transfer, which you're not supposed to do once they get sent out. They usually cannot retrieve them. And it's usually that type of loss would be a fireable offense. So I definitely got re-educated. There became new memos and new signing limits. For
re-educated is a nice code word for punished.
That's a great. You've been re-educated right now, which means you made a big mistake signing off on a $25,000 transfer. Someone claims on the phone that they've cost their company millions of dollars with mistakes alone. But a lot of times companies like mistakes because they can go ahead and file insurance claims.
Yeah, they can check that oopsie box.
All right, thank you for that. I wish we could get to all the stories. Unfortunately, that one story took way too much time, so now we'll have to wrap up the segment, and we'll give away some Pizza Fest tickets next.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
There, our Klein Alley Show. We're going to break down the Budlight Bros' latest video, which Omar says is one of their best ones yet. They're YouTube superstars. They don't necessarily have the following of a Mr. Beast just yet, but they will
They'll get there. Yep.
And they've embraced our show, and they're always out and about because they got our show's logo tattooed on their necks. They are constantly the only current advertising we have for the show. So thank you, Budlight Bros.
For doing more than our company has ever done.
For doing that for us. Hey, Sky, I just want to let you know your story of accidentally giving the wrong dogs to the wrong people after a grooming appointment is one of the finest stories we've ever received and is a real big workplace oopsies. And as a result, we would love to give you some tickets to Pizza City Fest so you can drown your sorrows over 40 slices of delicious pizza, okay?
Hell yeah, thank you.
Hold on one second. Some people that did not make it through, though. But, hey, Bexy, what was the biggest workplace oopsies you had? I just want to share some of these stories quickly. Go ahead.
Yeah, so one time I was doing, like, a show at Disneyland. Let's just say I'm friends with Minnie Mouse, and I fell down the stairs, and my head fell off, and more than a couple of kids ran away in terror, screaming and crying.
So you were Minnie Mouse. It was your role at Disney, and your head fell off in front of children, and they cried and ran away?
Yeah, basically, I ruined everybody's children's experience.
All right, well, there you have it. That's a beautiful story.
I mean, the moment that curtain is pulled, then you can't come back from that. Every kid will have that as a core memory, the moment they saw Minnie's head come off.
You get decapitated at Disney.
Just over a trip. A little trip down the stairs.
The Budlight Bros are nice gentlemen. They enjoy drinking. I think they drink 30 cans of Bud Light each a day. They still have jobs. We helped one of them lose their virginity.
They still have a liver.
They have livers, working livers, we believe. I think I was concerned. I think I finally sat down with one of them and talked about I was concerned about their health.
Yeah, of course.
And they said, we good.
Yeah, they seem
So I don't know if that's...
And they're functional.
They're functional.
They have jobs.
And they like to watch UFC and us. That's pretty much it. And they're very simple guys, but they do like to prove that they are more two of them than just that. So Omar went through some of their updated videos on YouTube. And which video are we going to break down right now?
So they have uploaded, I want to say probably like around 45 videos so far. So they are very steady with their content, which I do appreciate. But what we're going to focus on today is something that's going to be helpful to everybody. And these are going to be the top 5 things to do to your car to keep it running smoothly.
Oh, good advice for Allie, whose car is about to crap out any day now.
Yeah, my car is on its last legs.
These are the Bud Light, but I don't think either of them are allowed to legally drive. But this is good advice from these guys that, like Uber should be their best friend, because I would imagine at any given time they've got to be, just for how much they drink,
yeah,
their
but
blood
sometimes,
alcohol.
I'm sure their blood alcohol content is high, but they probably feel normal after like 4 beers.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they could drive fine after drinking 10 beers, because I don't think it even phases them, but they shouldn't. And probably, even if they didn't drink for 3 days, I bet you they would still blow something that would be legally not able to drive.
So what makes the car run smoothly, according to the Budlight Bros?
I will say this is the first time ever that I've seen one of their videos where I think they're a little bit too wasted, because most of the time they are in sync. And this video, they're just not in sync. And I believe it's Billy, the guy who has the tattoo on his chest. You guys have to watch this video because he literally just checks out. His eye, he's not there. He kind of like he's like looking at the camera, but he's like not there. And then he'll just eventually like kind of just snap out of it. And then like, oh yeah, yeah. So it's definitely something you guys want to check out. But here's a little intro, and it'll show how wasted these guys are while they're recording this.
Today, we're bringing you video number 40.
So I don't know if you heard that at the end.
4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. But then one of the other Bud Lights, bro, he tacks on to the
4-0.
4-5. So I don't know what they're doing over there. Yeah.
I don't know what video they've released, but I don't know if anyone's keeping track. Regardless, I can't believe they put this much content. I told them keep with it. I said, guys, this is great stuff.
It's all about consistency.
You got to keep doing it.
For sure. And, the Budlight Bros like to do their, things their own way. Most of these videos that you see online, they will count down from 5 down to 1 to create, some anticipation. Not the Budlight Bros. They just decide to start with number 1 and go to 5, okay?
Okay.
I'll give you all the what they talk about right up front, because what is gold about their content is how they could include so much real life experiences to help you kind of relate to what they're talking about. So at number 1, they're going to talk about tires, 2 batteries, 3 radiator hoses, 4 about the brakes, and number 5 about fluids and staying in tune with your car. But here's some advice of how to keep up with your tires.
Only thing you need to do, keep it inflated and keep it at max PSI. What does that mean? Max PSI means pressure, air pressure.
I like it when they explain what stuff means.
I was like, what's the S? I have no idea.
Air pressure.
Square inch.
That's good.
And they keep going?
Yeah,
I don't know what the PSI stands, the initial stand for, but
what PSI? Pressure?
Yeah. Pressure stress institution.
You sound like Johnny Jericho.
Yeah, sure does.
I don't know what it means, but PSI.
Oh man, Billy's on one.
Right, he is. Totally,
Yeah.
you got to watch this, man, because when he checks out, it's a little scary looking because he just looks like all like a zombie,
That blank
just staring
stare.
into space. Yeah,
we've all seen that. These guys.
I've seen that in them before. I saw it in Vegas. I was like, whoa.
I think the time they called Ally a teen girl was when they were
looking through me.
Yeah, they were looking through Ally.
Damn.
You a teen if we were a zombie to eat your brain, girl.
Looking at a girl behind him.
Here's them explaining how to tell when your brakes are going bad.
If you do brake and then you hear the like metal on metal screeching, you need new brake pads, and probably you messed up your rotors, and you probably need new rotors too. This is something that you guys need to see on a monthly, on a weekly, bi-weekly, tri-weekly, once a month. You got to check your brakes.
So many times.
Okay, so I don't know exactly when to check my brakes, but I guess we're supposed to check our brakes sometime,
Well,
right?
also because of that high-pitched squeal, which is a big indicator to everyone that something's gone wrong. I don't think it's rocket science.
Was the burp, that was nothing to do with the brakes, right?
No.
That's just unrelated.
Yeah, and by the way, on each topic, they spend about a good 6 to 7 minutes.
Oh,
and
my God.
Yeah, these are just highlights, and the entire video is like 27 minutes long.
Oh, my God. Damn,
Here
that's
is some
long.
general advice that they're trying to give towards the end of the show, but they kind of lost me there, and I think one of the Budlight Bros, which I believe it's Billy, is so wasted he just is in another world.
It's okay to skimp on I need a new dress to go out to the club or whatever. Oh no, I'll just wear whatever I wore last week or whatever. Or
even if you want to get like a little antifreeze, a little all equal antifreeze, a little $10 or $20 one, that's perfectly fine too.
Antifreeze? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, when you buy the antifreeze, mixes with any antifreeze and it's the cheapest one. Instead of trying to get the $50 one, it's like, specific for this vehicle model and all that.
Yeah, I guess.
One guy is talking about what to wear to the club, and the other guy talks about how to buy the right antifreeze.
They're having totally different conversations.
Totally.
They're doing two different videos.
I'm gonna wear
To be
antifreeze.
fair, Billy was on topic.
Yeah, I don't know where they switched that out of fashion for a moment. That was weird.
And it's so funny because, you know, when you're at that point of drunk and you can't stop talking?
Yes.
You just talk and talk and talk, and they try to wrap up the show. I'm not kidding you, about 5 different times. I'm going to play you twice. Two of them where they try to wrap it up. This is going to be the first one.
Be in tune with your car, guys. Remember, your car is an extension of yourself.
Oh God, they really do like to drink because they drink. They get hammered before they do these shows,
This
and
is
then
their
they drink,
drunkest video yet.
and then they drink the whole
totally.
time during the show.
This is the final clip, and once again, they're trying to wrap it up, and I think the way they kind of tie everything in is kind of sweet.
Yeah, it gets you from point A to point B. Yeah, like just like, you know, your car doesn't leave you stranded. Your car gets you safely from, you know, point A to point B, and so forth and so forth. Maybe like, you know, make sure your
windshield wipers,
because you never know when a goddamn flock of seagulls are gonna diarrhea all over your windshield.
Be like, oh, what the hell happened? Look, you just got crapped on your windshield.
All right, well, there you have it. A very important
You guys
PSA.
gotta watch the video.
We'll put up the link on our socials. The Budlight Bros, fans of the
It's
show.
a background show.
Eventually, we'll be working for them if we play our cards right. And just a friendly reminder, kids: drink in moderation, right?
Famous 106.7 KROQ. KROQ.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Coachella Weekend 2 is coming up, and to get you in the mood, to get you excited, here is the newly released list of arrests made on Weekend 1.
Oh,
Any
here we
guess
go.
of the 250,000 people,
How many were arrested?
how many were arrested?
I always feel like the number seems lower than I would have thought because anytime you
Same.
put 250,000 people in a gathering with tons of booze and drugs and, you know, you usually
And
think,
desperation to get in.
right. I mean, just think of any major sporting event where they only have like 50,000 people there. There's always a good, I don't know, 20, 30 arrests. So
Especially if you get one really good brawl, you can get like 30 or 40 people in that one brawl.
I'm
arrested.
going to say Coachella's got kind of desert vibes. People are chill. 7 arrests.
97 arrests.
Oh, wow. 97.
It's not bad.
It's really not.
Yeah, percentage-wise, that's like less than...
What's the country festival?
Stagecoach.
So when Stagecoach, the security guards hate Stagecoach because people get way more drunk, and like Klein said, Coachella has more chill vibes. You know, everybody's like tripping out on mushrooms and acid.
Yeah,
and stuff.
and I think maybe the demographic is a little more California sober or, you know, just gently tripping on mushrooms versus Stagecoach is like, I'm going to binge drink these 14 beers.
Totally.
You know, and they can never handle it.
I'm here for 2 things, moonshine and fist fights. And we're almost out of moonshine. Right, that's exactly right.
I'm sure people who go to Stagecoach are like, this is a horrible representation.
No, I think it's spot
accurate.
on. Spot on. Everyone knows
Because
it.
I do.
That's that, guys. I'm just playing Stagecoach right now. Hey, sir, get off your horse, all right? You still have another week. Relax.
So 59 of the arrests were all drug possession.
Wow, that's not even, those don't even count. Throw those
Yeah.
right out.
Don't they look the other way?
Of the thousands, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people that are there and the many thousands that are on drugs, I feel so bad for those 59 people who
No
are like,
kidding.
no.
How bad were they at taking drugs?
I know.
Those are-
Jesus.
those are
Walking
the-
through the
the-
giant bag of cocaine.
Those are the same
We're
people.
cool, right?
Right? Wait a minute, damn it.
Those people are the same types of people that get the jaywalking ticket, which, as you
Totally.
know,
Oh, yeah.
happens a couple of times a year just because they have to make the example or whatever. So you're going like, how did you go to Coachella and get busted for drugs?
And I would be the person that I wouldn't normally bring drugs in, and then the second I do, I would be the dumbass getting arrested.
Sure.
14 of the arrests were for false identification, so people probably trying to impersonate somebody else to try and get in because they didn't get tickets. They found somebody, they were trying to steal somebody else's identity to get in, and other people were arrested for just drug or alcohol intoxication. And one person was arrested for property crime, which is basically they were staying at a place that they were illegally squatting or trying to, they didn't have a place to stay. So they were trying to stay somewhere illegally. So we'll see what's in store for weekend two.
No arrests for thievery, which I'm
well, there
surprised.
were 20 others that were categorized as other.
Because I would just think, just with all of the people, there was one year there's someone that was going around stealing cell phones. That was a big one for a while, and
maybe indecent exposure.
You would think indecent exposure is a win at Coachella.
Right.
Guys, I'll make up for all of this weekend.
Allie's going to be there this weekend. Any exposure of hers is indecent, so get ready.
Just as soon as I walk in.
As soon as you arrive,
ma'am, we're going to have to take you in here.
Everyone else is half naked, and I'm regularly dressed.
You have indecent exposure. You're being exposed.
If you have the luxury of moving into a newly built apartment or home, here's something to be on the lookout for, because it's happening more and more. You walk into a new place, look out the window, and you notice this window's a little bit smaller than normal. In fact, there are less windows in general. And this is all because shrinkflation has officially reached the home. Countertops are getting a little bit thinner. Home builders are putting in less windows or smaller windows. They're taking away things like crown molding. The cabinets feel a little flimsier. They're also taking away small perks like the automatic garage door opener or having a towel rack.
What?
Yep. Because the benefit is cheaper rent or a home that's a little more affordable for people, and people actually could use that right now. So if that means just getting in there and then buying a towel rack and figuring all this stuff.
But the towel rack is like $20. Like the automatic garage door opener, a little bit more expensive, but it's like $250, $300.
Yeah, but I've also stayed in places that didn't have a towel rack, and all you got to do is buy one of those sticky hooks.
Yeah, good point.
But if you think about, here's if some developer is building, if they're building, let's just call it a ton of units, right? And we say, all right, a towel rack is $20. They start going,
for every unit.
How do we shave a couple of $1,000s off this project? Not that they're really going to pass the savings on to us, but they go, we don't need towel racks. We don't need to put that toilet paper thing on the wall. They can just go ahead and leave a loose roll there.
Yeah, if you think about flexes in rich people homes, those countertops are thick.
Yeah. Really,
it's like, look how much countertop I can afford.
So much counter. This is so much counter.
And other places I've stayed where it's pretty cheap, or they're like, we just redid it, and they obviously cheaped out. It looks nice, but then you look down and it's like a quarter-inch thick, and it could break if you just set something down too hard. All right, what's the one thing that you can buy that would do nothing but sit there and make money? A parking lot has always been my dream. All you got to do is buy it, paint some lines on the ground.
Storage units.
Let the money pile in. Yeah, storage unit is another one. Car wash is another one that requires little effort. But how about this one? Who wants to buy a cemetery?
A Compton cemetery that had a lot of problems is now up for sale. I'm in front of the cemetery right now. The owner says her dogs who were protecting the cemetery were attacked in an attempted break-in.
So these break-ins have been happening more and more regularly at this cemetery, and the owner is now walking away because now her dogs that guard the property are beginning to be attacked.
Stabbing of the dogs is a bit much.
The owner of the cemetery says the break-ins have become routine over the last 6 years, stealing plaques, breaking headstones, leaving families devastated. Now she's putting the cemetery up for sale, hoping someone else can protect what she could not do alone.
It has to be a cemetery, though. You can't reopen that as a boba shop?
I think you can put up a stand, like in the corner or something.
Haunted boba.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a great idea for us, by the way.
I agree.
Forget about boba. We call booba.
There you go.
See?
Let's not do that.
Movie nights we could do there.
We're buying it. We're buying it, baby.
All we have
Let's
to
go.
do is incorporate your moat idea.
Oh, yeah. Get the moat around.
Get it protected.
Oh, man.
And then we can, create
a moat
boba
fit
shop.
right in.
We can put all kinds of stands up there. We can have a different theme night every single night. We can make it a whole party in there.
I think there's a way to be respectful. I think that's the problem, is that people assume anything you do is like disrespectful to the dead. But I think there's a way.
What about the movie nights they have at the Hollywood Cemetery?
That's my point. There are
Everyone's
ways.
just like picnicking on people's graves.
Right. We can absolutely make a cemetery more fun and still be somehow respectful.
And the money goes to, more headstones or whatever, right?
Well, protection, so that the people, because that's the idea, is that these old school headstones were all made of bronze and all those precious metals, so people want to take them.
Right.
And, you get thirsty digging up a grave, so you need some booba, right? Who's with me?
We're making money now, guys.
I think you get a lot of pervs wanting to go to booba. Where the boobs at, man?
No, I got to be very clear on the spelling. We'll get into a brand new hour of the show. It will be a less dumb hour, we think, and that's next on KROQ.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, we promised you a less dumb hour of radio, so let's do it just after 10 o'clock. It's Wednesday. We are Klein and Ally Show. This is KROQ. If you need us, the number to join, 800-520-1067, to call, to complain. This hour, I think we're going to get into some inter-show squabbles as we officially release our list of who we like on the show the most and who we like on the show least.
I don't want to do this. I think I'm done with these little most and least, blah, 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 because it just makes us all feel bad about ourselves, and we don't need help doing that.
No, I agree we don't need help doing that, but, I mean, especially because the callers make us feel worse about ourselves than we could possibly make ourselves feel, but...
I know you guys are probably tired about discussing whether Klein should cut his hair or not, but I got one more thing to add to that is Klein is a bitch.
All right, thank you. You don't need to say that, sir.
Klein is a bitch.
I said I would shave
maybe
my
we do need
Klein is a bitch.
All right, great. This song has more verses. We don't need it. There's a lot of people still... That's my point is,
Verse
Ally,
1 is just as good as verse 3.
I could play any of these messages that are sitting on the GOAT line from yesterday, and they're all going to make us feel bad about ourselves. And this is a theory as to how this list is going to go later this hour.
Hey, guys. Sweet Divots, long-time listener, first-time caller. I have a question for Vanessa. Hey, you know, is it just me, or does she seem really pissed off and annoyed by Omar lately? Like, there's been all these little quips lately where she's just not having what Omar's saying, calling him annoying, like he has lame jokes. Can we get to the bottom of this? Because it sounds like Vanessa is not happy with Omar and what he says. Anyway, thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, well,
she's had it.
She's had it. So this is
come on.
This is
She's
the
reached
hour.
her breaking point.
This hour, it's all going to come out. We're going to find out where we all fall on each other's list, where we've all ranked as far as who we like most and who we like least. And this would be a strange thing to do where you work with your coworkers, because I think that this is one of those things. This could be one of those turning point shows where we no longer get along ever again. I mean, sometimes you say that's the sign of a strong relationship, is that you can confront each other and you can say things. Well, I don't like this about you. I wish you didn't do this, as opposed to just quietly suffering
Hating
through
and
it
resenting.
and
Yeah.
then learning to resent. But
I like the fact that, unlike a lot of other shows out there, we enjoy each other, right?
Well, we enjoy
we
each
enjoy
other.
each other's company.
But we also enjoy tearing each other down, and then we enjoy hearing you guys jump on as well.
Hey, Klein and Ally, this is Suzanne from the IE. I just got to say I was listening to the show, and you guys are saying that Klein is weirder or just as weird as Jake. No, I am so sorry. Jake is weird. He plays Magic the Gathering. I had a friend that played that stupid game who hid it from his girlfriend because he was so embarrassed about playing that game.
You're right.
And it's weird. And she did think it was weird, and he was glad that he didn't tell her right away because she would have broke up with him had she known sooner. So, Jake's weird.
You know a game I play that I hide from my wife called masturbation in the bathroom.
And also gambling, and also eating most days.
All right, so that's like normal stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not,
this is awkward, not weird.
Right, I know, and we got that. But this is the hour we'll figure out who we like most and who we like least. And you're more than welcome to join in. If you'd like to add some fuel to the fire at 800-520-1067. We kick things off with some new Sublime. It's called Until the Sun Explodes. It's on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Ally Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
Yeah!
KROQ.
That's a song that was world premiered in this very room just a few short weeks ago. Sublime, Until the Sun Explodes. If you'd like to join us right now for one question and one question only, it's a lightning round that Johnny doesn't know. You can call us, 800-520-1067. Today's tax day. In honor of that, Johnny will be given one question that has to do with taxes.
Oh, damn. That is going to be a train wreck.
If you want to go ahead and lock in your vote of no right now, there's a good chance you win some tickets from us to join us at a private show with bleachers in the KROQ Sound Space happening, is that next week? Soon, I know. It's April.
Yes.
April next week here at KROQ in the Sound Space. We get you in. You get to see some bleachers. We will be there as well. We'll feed you. It's going to be a great hang and top secret details, which you'll learn about if you win your way in. And it's time for some Johnny Doesn't Know one question lightning round on KROQ.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
Happy tax day, Johnny.
What's good? Happy taxes, man.
Do you do your taxes?
Hell yeah, I've been done, dude.
You do your own taxes?
No, he's got like an uncle or something. He's got an uncle or a cousin or something. Everyone's
So you
got
just hand a pile of papers over to him?
I got a guy for everything.
Yeah, but Johnny
especially
said to me, I think it's the same uncle, but Johnny's like, yo, help my uncle because he's trying to figure out how to do you were trying to pull some loophole or something. You asked me about
Help my uncle.
You
Yeah.
said you wanted to figure out a way to, like, screw the government.
No, I was asking how you have pie wine on your license plate for your car. So I was like, you claim it as a business, so Klein must know some secrets. He gets a write-off.
Right.
Claiming his vehicle as a company
Let's
thing.
not go into all this on the air. How
You
about that?
claimed your whole business, your whole
No.
vehicle as a business.
No, I did not.
Can you do that?
Johnny everything Johnny's saying is wrong right now. Please, IRS, stop listening.
My vehicle is a whole business.
Let's say hi to Carlos in Chatsworth, who would like a shot at winning his way into this private show with one question. Johnny is here to try to answer it.
Is that Chatsworth?
I believe so. Hey, it says here Chatsworthy, but Vanessa.
It says Chastworthy.
Chastworthy. Carlos is on. Also want to point out that the last note Vanessa gave me during the show today said, last petty claims he puppet debate. I don't know
So
what.
I forgot the T.
I don't know what the puppet debate means either. I don't know one of the things you've written. These notes are supposed to make my job easier.
Debate. Remember, it was the comedian.
No.
Oh, the comedian who's a puppeteer.
It's not a puppeteer. The ventriloquist?
The ventriloquist.
So we're
yes.
so far.
Yes.
Ventriloquist. Okay.
All right, so now we know who messes up
Is
the names.
Vanessa back on coffee?
It is not me.
Hey, Vanessa, what does that person do?
I don't know.
What
Say that word one more time.
You say it.
No, I need a reminder of how to say it.
If you work with puppets and you speak for the puppets, what is your job?
Yeah, can you just say it one more time?
You just
I
said
don't
it.
remember what you said.
A ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist. Like, that's what I heard.
A friendtriloquist.
That's
All right, we're
adorable.
A
wasting
good
time.
old friendtriloquist.
All right. Let's say hi to Carlos. Right
I
now.
think it's Vanessa doesn't know.
Yeah, clearly. Hey, Carlos, thank you for calling us all the way from Castworthy. And let's get into your question now for Johnny. It's tax day. Will Johnny know? This is a tough one, Johnny, because it's a bit historical.
Oh, man. Why?
Hey, your mom was a teacher, like you said yesterday. You should know this if
Will
it's history.
Johnny know the phrase, there's no taxation without what? Popularized the founding of this country, as a matter of fact. But will Johnny know this phrase that became a rallying cry? There is no taxation without what? Will Johnny know this, yes or no, Carlos?
You know what? I think he's going to know this one.
I actually think he will, too, for some random reason. I don't know why. I don't usually have a lot of confidence in Johnny, but I feel like this could have been in a SpongeBob episode or something.
Maybe he'll pull it out of his brain and not even know what he's saying.
A rallying cry for many of the American colonists during a period of British rule.
Come on, Johnny.
In the 1760s and 70s. Johnny, there is no taxation without what?
Well, at first I was going to say relaxation until you said it's a battle cry. And I was like, that doesn't make sense to shout when you're about to go into battle.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes more sense to say, like, there's no taxation without damnation. That sounds like something.
Without damnation.
Damnation.
Damn.
So
Damnation.
You believe that the official rallying cry, you were going to say there's no taxation without relaxation.
Because it rhymes.
Right.
And you like stuff that rhymes.
I didn't come up with this. This is from the 1760s.
Oh.
Long before I was born.
It's a history question, remember?
But you were going to lock in on there's no taxation without damnation.
Without damnation.
Without this damnation.
Is that what you believe? Think about this for a second, because Carlos says you will know, so he's trying to win himself tickets right now. There's no taxation without.
Well, what else would you shout when you run into battle? There's no taxation.
You just said it was a battle cry.
So no battle. There's no war or anything.
Oh, is that what you think battle cry means? You're yelling it as you run into battle?
You're crying in battle?
Yeah, like we're all running into battle and someone's like, no taxation!
I remember this quote from Braveheart, actually.
I think I might just go with damnation.
Okay.
That's a word.
Carlos, I'm sorry. We tried to get you into the show. You thought Johnny would know. He does not know. Sorry for wasting your time.
And Johnny's winning streak has ended.
It's finally come to an end.
Dude, what the hell? What's the actual answer?
Johnny, there's no taxation without
revelation.
Representation.
There
you go.
No, representation.
He got it. What's the quote now?
Damn.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Oh, the whole quote?
Yep.
There's no taxes without representation.
There you go. Vanessa, you want to repeat it?
I was on the phone.
Oh,
Okay, great.
come on.
The fact we're able to get a show on the air any day of the week is a
Amazes
goddamn
us.
modern miracle. We come back in a moment and decide who is most liked and least liked on the show.
Damn.
Nation after
Damn.
this.
KROQ Mile High Club. Our favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 12. Get lost in Shibuya Crossing, have too much sake, and wake up somewhere in Mount Fuji. And eat the best sushi of your entire life. When you ride the bullet train to see the Strokes in Japan. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 and score tickets to see the Strokes at Just Like Heaven, August 22nd at the Rose Bowl with LCD Sound System, Dayglow, Chromeo, Feist, Matt and Kim, and more. You'll instantly get on the standby boarding list to see him again at Summer Sonic Festival in Japan. Courtesy of Golden Voice and RCA.
Hi, my name is Julian. We're 2/5 of the Strokes.
You're listening to KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident or work injury? Text Injury Help 2 for a free case review.
KROQ, we are Klein and Ally show. In a moment, we will break down who we believe, at least who we individually believe we like the most and who we like the least on the show. And some people are begging we don't do this because they are afraid that the very fragile foundation of this show could be rocked right now and never recover.
Let me just say now that it's more important to be respected than liked. Okay? And
I agree.
I am in the workplace doing my job, okay? And not necessarily my job to be liked by other people.
My least respected and least liked is the same person.
Okay. Let's just get on with the list. I just wanted to get that out of the way because I feel like I'm going to be low.
I don't think we need to go into how much we respect each other. And I think that there's a different... when you just,
I'm just telling myself I don't need to be liked. It's okay.
Are you setting yourself up to be on the bottom of everyone's list?
Yeah.
You think you're going to be the least liked person on the show?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because I think people don't like being around me. Because I think when I'm here, I'm in work mode and I'm not really trying to be liked by everybody.
Did you put the list together as people you like to work with, or did you put the list together as in, like, if you were going to call one of us to meet you for a beer on a Saturday, who you'd pick first? Because I think that's different.
I
thought we were taking everything into account.
Yeah, I thought so too. Just who you like as a person.
Okay, so then the reason I bring that up is because, Allie, your argument is that you don't think people like to be around you here, but we've hung out outside of here enough times that people should know they should factor that in as well. Do you think you're fun to be around outside of here?
I think when I'm not in work mode, I'm very fun to be around. Like Vanessa is very fun to be around when she's not in work mode, but she rarely gives us non-working Vanessa.
Well,
so I don't feel like I know non-work Vanessa very well.
Because the thruple's taking up all of her free time.
Right.
And that's why you're at the bottom with Omar.
We do dig at her a lot.
So Vanessa has put me and I thought you said yesterday I was in the middle.
But no, looking at my list, which I wrote down, you can zoom in on the cam. Both you and Omar are at the bottom.
Together?
They're like pretty close.
As least
Really?
least liked.
Yeah.
And all of the times I show up with the coffees for you or give you random things.
There's other things I like other people that beat your coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sort of sense.
All right. So
who's your most like then,
Vanessa?
Vanessa?
Well, she's-
Allison, believe it or not, you're at the top of my list.
Ugh.
What? That's a compliment, girl.
Okay.
Hey,
No, it is a compliment.
I'm not saying you're confused, Vanessa. Are you sure you're not reading your list upside down?
You sure you can't just tell us apart?
You sure you didn't flip the list upside down accidentally and Allie's at the bottom and I'm at the top with Omar?
Are you sure your spelling's not so bad that you accidentally wrote
Yeah,
Klein
Allie's
instead?
making fun of you as you tell her she's your number one. You don't move her.
Vanessa,
She's still my number one.
what about when I play clips like this?
I pooped my pants and I don't have underwear. Exactly, Omar. You know where you belong, at the bottom of my list.
With my poop pants.
Hey, Vanessa, Johnny creates so many headaches for you on a daily basis.
He's actually my number two.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Because he makes me laugh, even though he stresses me out.
How does he make anyone laugh? He's not funny.
No, he's not.
He's not that funny,
You're laughing
but
at
he's
him.
goofy.
So
Aw,
John-
but he's also got good vibes at work.
So your list for most liked is Allie at the top, Johnny at 2, Jake in the
3.
middle at 3.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of take him or leave him.
No!
And,
I think Jake is underrated. He's such a good friend.
Jake is a good friend. I second that. He was number 3 on my list as well.
He's number 1 on my list.
Oh.
I really like it. Yeah, I like Jake. I like the way he can't shut up and he talks about music. And I don't know, for some weird reason,
Jake is
he's like a
comforting.
genuine radio guy. You know what I mean? And I don't think there's many radio guys left. I like, just talking to Jake and hanging with Jake. And going in what you're going to get. He's not a people pleaser. He's just Jake.
Jake's always going to Jake.
Yeah.
I had Jake, baby Jessica, as I have him on my list, as at number 4.
Oh, I put him as 3. He's
Yeah.
right in the middle there. I think he's like, when the thing that you really want to eat isn't available and you just go with like what you want to order that is going to fill
Right.
you up,
Solid.
make you feel solid. Yeah.
Not excited
it's
about
just a
it.
solid B choice. That's Jake.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're like the mustard sandwich of choices.
Yes.
Those are good.
You can almost taste the meat, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who was at the top of your list, Klein?
Allie, because of the amount of time we spend together, I have learned over the years
that I hate you.
That you are the last name on my
most
list.
unlikable.
I put you at number 1.
Really?
I put you at number 1.
You were my number 1.
Wow, look at that. It's a beautiful story.
What are you eating?
And what, Vanessa,
No,
we're in the
that
middle.
wasn't me. That was me doing like, oh, you're so cute.
We're in the middle of a goddamn list. You can't wait to have your snack until we're done with this?
I'm not having a snack. I was giving you guys a quick.
I put Allie at 1 for 3 reasons. I do believe that Allie works very hard on the show at all times. She's always available to talk about the show, so show stuff unrelated. I've had the pleasure of spending a lot of outside time with Allie recently.
Except for my wedding. Yeah.
I did not go to her wedding, so I can't believe you didn't hold that against me more. It's been goddamn 5 years. Let it go.
7 almost.
Not going to eat the steak, so I'll pay you for it. And I think Allie is a decent person, minus all the gross stuff. So I put Allie at 1.
Thanks so much. That's like a nice compliment.
And sometimes, even after we do the stupid radio show every day, we talk for 5-6 hours, whatever, and then we'll do the Showtime podcast like we're doing today. I'll still end up having to call Allie in the middle of the day, and we'll talk sometimes. And
Yeah, I
it's
know.
usually a good chat, good
I don't know
combo.
why we still haven't run out of things to say.
We have, a long time ago.
Who's your 2?
I put Omar at 2, but it's because Omar is weird. See, someone said on the text line, I think they said this so beautifully. They said Omar is number 1 and number 5 on my list.
Yes, I saw that. So accurate.
And that's how I feel too about Omar. Like I love Omar so much for so many reasons, and then when I hate him, I really hate him.
I have that effect on people.
Right. So it's but probably gives me the biggest laughs, especially when he plays the drop of Vanessa pooping her pants, and as a result, he was high. But the reality is, I do spend most of the time probably talking to you and Omar, in this room, and Omar was there for all of the dark days. See, a lot of the darkest dark days of this show. Omar is the only one that really can commiserate going through battle.
And
dark,
actually, people
dark
don't
days.
realize that this show wouldn't really have happened if, listen, I don't like patting myself on the back, but I was the guy in charge, and I was told, hey, figure it out, or you're not going to have a job anymore.
That's right.
Working from home, and I was like,
really?
okay,
well, we had to start
With the
doing
bad
this
boss.
thing. Yeah, and Omar, so Omar's been through the battle. He's been through the trenches. He knows where and also I'm terrified if I put Omar any lower, he'll release all of the audio we don't know about that make us all look
Oh, I have that special folder. Yeah.
Number 1.
Number 1.
for all of us.
I email him every day.
Yep.
And then I have Johnny and Vanessa pretty much at a tie at 3. Although I could tell Vanessa was going to drop me on her list, so I'm going to drop her on my list as
Wow.
well.
So now you have Jake as last?
Yeah, Jake's now at the bottom.
I'm last.
Oh,
man,
poor
I'll put you
Jake.
last.
pull that clip. So I've got Jake as my last. I spend a lot of time with Jake too, not by choice, but like
You have spent a lot of time with him, so for
Driving.
him to be that far at the bottom is.
But Jake's so nice. He does so much for the show.
He does do a lot for the show.
All right, you know what, Vanessa, you're at the bottom.
I'll take it.
F you, Vanessa.
Yeah, you're down at the bottom again.
I don't care.
Klein is my number 1, followed by Vanessa, my number 2. She's always making me laugh, and I love Vanessa's personality. I would like to hang out with Vanessa more outside of work. We just don't live very close together, so that's never going to happen. Then
Well,
I've
you
got
said
Jake.
yesterday off the air to me quietly that Vanessa really messed up that guest.
What?
You both told me. It's okay. It's already in my heart.
That's because we can be honest with each other.
No, but you said to me that was a real fail on Vanessa's part.
Why are you saying? I did not.
You guys told me
Number
over
one,
email,
I
too.
did not say that.
You said Vanessa
What?
screwed
No,
up bad today.
I did not say that.
Well, you implied it.
You're trying to break us apart because you're jealous.
What was the guest that Vanessa screwed up yesterday?
The nanny.
That's right.
You don't even remember?
I don't. Just remember you were mad at Vanessa. I made a note. Allie's mad at Vanessa.
You did not make a note. You don't know how to make notes.
No, but I thought about it.
Jake then is next on my list. And then it's really just Johnny is, I think that we clash the most, just a little bit personality-wise. And Omar, I just had towards the bottom because I have spent the least amount of time with Omar. So I feel like I don't know Omar as much. I know him in a business way, in a show way, and I like Omar in that context, but I feel like I don't know Omar.
Who's the
enough.
only person on the show that has sent you a full naked picture ever?
Nobody?
Omar.
What?
Omar did.
Oh, yeah, I did that one time.
Omar sent us all that penis picture.
Remember the D, my
but
concrete guy.
That's not you, though.
No, but that's getting to know someone. That's an intimate level of relationship.
When he
now.
showed me somebody else's D?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know what? I stand corrected. Are you talking about all the half-naked thirst traps you've been sending
No,
me?
not those. But that's why I got to number one, baby. Number one. Worth it.
Okay.
So now we're at Omar. You were very brutal. Who do you like most and who do you like least?
Who do I like most? Well, I said Jake. Jake's my number one. Then number two is Klein.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think you're a very kind guy, and I think you have, as gay as it sounds, a very sweet heart.
He
and
does.
You have, and you don't have any like a mean bone in your body, unless you're yelling at Vanessa or Johnny, which I appreciate. But then down third on my list is Vanessa.
Okay.
I think she's real and she's bubbly and bright, and I like the way she rubs off on everybody else because I think the big three in the room tend to be a little more mean, and we're kind of jaded.
Yeah,
and
we need
Vanessa,
a happy person.
Absolutely, yeah. So she's my number three, and then
Allie's lost some weight and would like to not be referred to as the big three anymore.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
That was one of the many nicknames we gave her behind her back.
And then after that, Ellie comes in at number 4, and
Great.
for the reasons she mentions, just knowing her professionally is kind of like the same way I feel. And Johnny is the person I hate the most, and those are for so many reasons. I can't. We don't have time. for all
I don't
that.
think we have time.
Johnny, who's the bottom of your list?
Okay, so the bottom of my list was definitely Omar because I just don't know him.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen him like 4 times in my life.
Right.
And
Well, walk down the hall.
I
That's
just
way
think
too much for me.
I think we're
I think the last time you guys had a face-to-face interaction, you almost fought each other.
That's great. Every
Yeah.
time. I think it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
yeah,
All right.
I
Who's
just
above?
don't identify with
You
him at
guys
all.
are very different.
All right. Who's above Omar?
It's like a mix up between Allie and Jake. I kind of like threw Allie, Jake, and Omar or the rest of the
You just
list.
throw us in the bottom of a well like a baby Jessica?
Yeah, for reasons like that, because I don't know who baby Jessica is.
Right.
And
Well, we explained all of it today, but you weren't listening.
yeah, an old lady from the 80s who got stuck in a well.
Well, she was not an old lady at the time, dude. She was a baby.
Whatever, dated reference.
Hence the nickname Baby Jessica.
The only reason we were talking about it is because she was in the... All right.
Anyways, here's my top 3. Here's my top 3.
There we go.
My number 1 is Klein because I wouldn't have anything here without him, and it's like crazy
Because he
remarkable.
benefited you the most.
Open
okay,
mouth.
what's next?
Open mouth. Open mouth.
Second is Vanessa because she's even though I do annoy her all the time though, it's fun to do so. And it's like a big sister type thing, and she does look out for me and protect me a lot.
She's your boss, not your big sister, but all
And
right.
no, she's not my boss. And then number 3,
Are you rubbing your balls on Vanessa's desk right now? By the way?
Yes. Big sister behavior.
yeah. And who else is on the show?
Oh my!
I put Justin as my number 3.
Justin.
Yeah,
Ginger Justin? He's not eligible.
Ginger Justin I'm throwing on there because he doesn't get a lot of love or attention, but he is a fun guy to mess around with and joke with, and he does.
When have you ever messed around and joked with Justin?
This is all the guys in the office.
I go to his office all the time just to go eat chips with him and then just look at him and say something funny and then run out. And he lets me do that, and I like him for that.
All right. The next list we're going to do from most least. Johnny's going to rate all the boss's junk here at KROQ.
Great.
We got to give you this one from the Strokes. Now that everyone hates each other. That was the goal. It's called Going Shopping. It's New Strokes. They have a world tour, and we will get you on one of the legs of the world tour, maybe 2 of the legs of the world tour on KROQ.
Like a Klein Ally Show.
Mornings on KROQ.
KROQ. Yeah!
KROQ.
Strokes. Fresh off of Coachella. Back at Coachella again this weekend. And going to be going to Japan. We'll send you to see them there. Of course, they got to stop here as part of their big world tour. You'll see them at Pasadena. Just Like Heaven Festival. We'll make that happen for you again at noon today, then 3 and 6 today, tomorrow, until we give every single person the opportunity to go see some Strokes. Let's get out of here with takeaways from today's show. And, sometimes it's easier just to keep in here and do the show as opposed to go into our real lives. This is the text I received from my wife on our anniversary. A little disappointed that you couldn't even give me a card or flowers.
You haven't even had the chance yet.
I
thought this was discussed.
I wrote, as discussed.
Oh, what a... As discussed.
As per my last text.
I have said that we will not be doing that this year. You said you get it, and I listened to you and said that there would be no confusion about expectations. Sorry you were disappointed. So who wins
What did
this
she
round?
say? Did she like it?
No, that's gone red. I can't.
Oh, no. That's going to be a huge problem later.
So, I love you, bye. That's what I'm going to write in the
Put that
card.
in the card, yeah.
That's going to be right there.
I don't understand. You still have plenty of time. She shouldn't be sending that text so early. If by 10 p.m. nothing's been done, she can get pissed.
But I'm doing nothing today.
So you didn't put... But at least now you can get something now. Now you've got time.
Wait, I thought your anniversary was yesterday.
It's today.
Today.
Oh, it's today.
We
Can't we
technically...
get married on tax day?
I know.
Today is
Marriage
the-
and taxes.
Today is the day death and taxes, baby. That's what
Yeah.
they say. And marriage. Today is the day that we signed the documentation at the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
And then we actually got married later in April in Mexico, but you had to legalize it here first. So anyway, I thought we did the other one. I'm always wrong. Whichever one I think we're doing is the wrong one. So I said, let's ignore the 15th one today. And apparently I screwed up. So...
Well, that's not fair to you then.
Great.
If you said you were doing the second one and it's the first one.
I said we're not doing anyone
Let's
this
call
year.
her.
No, we're not calling her. We're not calling. We have to go. We got to
serious.
Sluggo can call her.
We are late. All right, 714, my takeaway is Carlos from Chatsworth was not chast-worthy of winning Johnny Doesn't Know. 213, my takeaway is everyone is at the bottom of Vanessa's list. 626 PSI stands for air pressure. 310, my takeaway is no taxes without damnation.
That's right.
650, baby Jessica is still a fighter. And 818, my takeaway is the pocket is the man's purse.
Sure is. What's your takeaway there, Jake the nerd?
It's important that your money accrues interest.
Got to curb that
interest,
invest it
babe.
wisely. Let it accrue interest. What's the word? Accrue interest.
There you go.
See, we got it out eventually.
You were like doing a French accent. Bless you.
Just in time, it took me to say that. Money went up in value. It occurred a lot. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is get buried here and win a free booba.
It's all about the booba at the haunted boba shop. You got a takeaway there, Postmaster Johnny?
Mama does not want to see Jake.
Okay, Vanessa, takeaway.
Your car is an extension of yourself.
And Omar, do you have a takeaway? Yeah, but invest it wisely. Let it accrue interest. What's the word? Accrue interest.
Whatever that was, that's it.
All right, have a great day. Do it tomorrow. Try to do it fast. We got a bonus podcast.
Fancy boy.
Klein and Ally Shover time starting after this. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. All right, that's it. Bye.
Klein and Ally, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Klein and Ally, it's just okay.
Wow.
Klein and Ally, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.
Klein Ally Show. It's Klein Ally Show. KROQ.